The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
I'm not sure what's going on here. Hang on a minute.
Have you turned it on?
You're not turned on. What's going on? Turn her microphone on. What the hell is wrong with this place?
Am I on? Are you on? Are you up?
I'm up. Hang on.
Stop that.
This is it. This is it. This is what... Okay, here we go. Here we go. Done. Is that coming out? It's plugged. Oh. There's a loose connection. It's going to be worth it. Hang on. It's going to be worth it. Here we go. First of all, let's start. Right, hang on. Here we go. Monday. Jesus! Mr. Alan Caddy! music.
I'm looking, never stop looking down, never stop looking for Linda.
Linda was pleased. She'd been fighting fire water all that day. She said me and drinking means only one thing. Whispered that she was too polite to say. The train door was jammed, but the time wasn't right. Some guy was holding her back from the window. I said, a fine man. She said, so arrogant. I will decide when I go or I don't go. Looking out for the Linda. The rain never stopped Linda. Never stopped Linda.
Looking out for Linda, baby. Never stop looking for Linda. Linda, never stop looking for Linda.
Was kissing with Linda as space became closer. She's wiser than alcohol, master of men. Such a connection is part of the true things. I'll always be looking for Linda again. Looking out for
Linda. Never stop looking for Linda. Never stop looking for Linda, baby. Never stop looking for Linda. Never stop looking for Linda. Never stop looking for Linda. Never stop looking for Linda, baby. Never stop looking for Linda.
Never stop looking for Linda, baby. Never stop looking. Never stop looking for Linda. Never stop looking for Linda, baby. Never stop looking. Never stop looking for Linda. Never stop looking for Linda, baby. Good evening, Late Night Alternative. I'm Iain Lee.
Catherine Boyle.
Sam is
Alan Kelly.
I wasn't there yet. Sam's on the phone. Who are you, caller?
I'm Alan Kelly.
Welcome. We are treating each day as though it were our last. We just don't know. I do know it's a 3-day week here at Talk Radio. For goodness sakes, of course we're not on the election night. Why would we be? They've got between 10 and 1, Julia Hartley-Brewer.
Oh, boring.
Between 1 and 6 in the morning, Mike Graham. Between 6 and 10, Julia Hartley-Brewer.
Friday breakfast is normal.
And then between 10 and 1 on Friday morning, it's Mike Graham, the Mike Graham and Julie Hartley-Brewer Marathon. And of course, we thought we'd be in on Friday night to give you the late night alternative, but no, 24 hours later, they want to give you a 3-hour election broadcast. As was noted on Twitter, don't forget, on Boxing Day on Talk Radio between 10 and 1, they'll be doing a Christmas Day special. So we won't be here, guys. It's a 3-day week. Who knew? Our tech op did. We didn't. But we will be, Alan, we will be doing a late night alternative election special Thursday night between 9:30 and 11:30 exclusively on twitch.tv/Iain Lee. Won't cost you a penny, absolutely free. You can listen to the show, even better. You can watch the show from our luxury £2.5 million studios we've had built. We've got swingometers, we've got cats. We've got an American correspondent, Chuck Winkle.
It's going to be a serious business.
It's going to be serious. This is our audition for the new race, audition for Times. Let's hope the Times is watching us. We will be live between 9:30 and 11:30, giving you the latest updates. But people are saying, well, the first results won't come out to 11. Doesn't matter. We're going to phone Russia and find out who wins.
We got the exit poll, which was released after 10 o'clock.
Exactly. But we're going to go straight to Putin's mouth and find out exactly who's won what, where, and when, and why. So
it depends if there's any doping involved.
Literally no idea what that was. So join us this Thursday. Go there now. If you set up an account, it's free. You can message us during the show. Twitch.tv/Iain Lee. 2-hour bonanza. You'll be able to hear us. You'll be able to see us. And more importantly, you'll be able to Skype in as well. Details to follow. But Alan, but we are here not to promote our business, not to jump on bits of driftwood as though we were rats leaving the Titanic.
Let's look at the here and now.
We are looking at the here and indeed the what, Alan?
The here and now.
The here and now. Who knows what tomorrow brings? Who knows? Who knows? I've got a pretty good idea, and it's bankruptcy and debt. But, and dull radio, but in the meantime, here and now, we bring you the late night alternative. First caller of the night, Alan Caddick. Alan, who died this weekend?
Unfortunately, my radar has been turned off for died because I've been focusing on other things.
Oh, so you don't know about Big Bird being dead?
What?
Gosh, I'm sorry, I should have broken it to you.
You should have let him sit down first.
Oscar the Grouch is dead.
No, Big Bird.
No, but he did Oscar the Grouch as well.
Why? Why? Why?
It was the same person that did Big Bird and Oscar the Grouch.
Because they all did multiple roles.
Mm-hmm.
A bit like Jim Henson when he did Kermit the Frog.
Did he? Well, that's just a rumour, Alan. We don't know that for sure. And Jim's not here to defend himself, so let's leave it at that.
Anyway, I've been wrapping up Christmas presents.
Oh, I was going to do it this weekend, and you know what? I couldn't be asked.
Well, I did all mine today.
Okay.
And I'm over here from the university, so I could tell you what they've got.
Go on then, yeah, tell us.
My dad, he's got a new drill because his old drill was stolen when the allotment sheds were broken into.
A new draw?
No, drill.
Drill. I thought you said draw. I'd love a draw for Christmas.
Have you got a drill?
He did have one, but it was stolen when the allotment sheds were broken into.
I've got a drill. Maybe you should buy him a padlock for the allotment shed.
I did. We did, and we got a burglar alarm as well.
Okay.
They both got nicked.
Okay, big boy. Okay, big boy.
And for my mum, she likes cooking with Nadia Hussain. I've got all
Does she know her then? What, does she know her then?
No, she's a big fan of hers.
Oh, I thought you said when she liked cooking with Nadia that she would go round to the kitchen and, okay.
She's a big fan of hers, so I've got all 4 Nadia Hussain's cookbooks.
Oh, you're good, man.
And with Robert, I got him a personalised Wolverhampton Wanderers mug.
Oh!
He's a Wolverhampton Wanderers fan.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
But unfortunately, Robert won't be down till the new year because he's got himself a dog. A Yorkshire Terrier Chihuahua Cross.
Well, I'm furious by the sounds of it.
No, his name's Ruben.
So why can't he go anywhere? I mean, dogs have legs, will travel, no?
He can't get anyone to look after him because he's only a small puppy.
Can't you bring it?
No, my mum wouldn't let the dog in the house because with her bad legs and with her going on dialysis, it might affect it.
Yeah, you're right. The dog could affect dialysis. Okay, well, it sounds like you've done your rapping. Well done. I'm very, very proud of you, Alan, and we're all proud of you. How is Mum?
Well, she's going pins and needles in her hand. It was probably a side effect from the operation.
Could be.
Because there was lots of circulation. But she's got an appointment in 6 weeks, and we're going to check that, and hopefully be able to be better by then.
Beautiful, beautiful. We're all I was thinking about your mum this weekend, genuinely. She popped into my... Kath's putting her face as though I'm about to say something vulgar.
Kath, what are you doing?
Kath, what are you doing? This is Alan's mum! What are you doing?
She's a very attractive woman.
Kath,
This is not her skirt. I'll be maybe comments all over the place.
Yeah, Kath, shame on you. You're a troll. I was thinking nice thoughts about his mum.
Tell me, what were you thinking?
Oh. No, I was just thinking, she popped into my head, and I thought, I wonder how Alan's mum is getting on. I hope she's okay.
Yeah.
I was banging one out to her.
God, don't
which
put
is
that
what
image
you
in
were
our
saying.
heads.
Well, I'm sorry, Alan, you had to hear that. I was thinking nice thoughts of her. Send her my love, won't you, Al?
I will, Ian.
Nice one, mate, and sorry to have broken the news to you about Big Bird in such a gross manner. 03444991000. You can watch the show tonight until the Wi-Fi goes wonky, which may be in about an hour. Periscope.tv/Iain Lee. What are they going to do, sack me?
Well, we'll see.
We'll see. We just don't know. This is the Late Night Alternative. Some weeknights from 10, we don't always know which ones until the last minute on Talk Radio.
Dead of night discourse for disco queens,
I'm related to Jedward and Dolly Parton.
dairy farmers,
Aye.
and distant fathers.
Yeah, whatever.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee
Doing lots of things that we don't know about, we can't control.
on Talk Radio.
Yeah, it's great.
0344 499 1000. We are an election and a Brexit-free station. Let's try something here. Let's just try. I'm just going to throw this out into the ether and see what happens.
Okay.
Hello, Susan.
Good evening.
You were first.
Hello.
Hello.
I've got this mat, okay, and I've got that in Aldi. It was only $2.99. It has Merry Christmas on it, and it's outside. And I got the music that go like separate from it from B&M. So when you stand on the carpet, it sings the carol songs. So when people don't know it, there's another one here. Look. Oh, it's the same one. We have two different musics on here.
Two different musics, you say?
She's booby-trapped for home musics.
Why would you do such a thing, Susan? What is this hell?
Well, I don't know if the postman stood on it at the moment, but when you stand on it, you get different sounds of the carols. Oh, yeah.
Here we go. Here's the other musics.
So I know who's coming into the house.
You've got genuine Christmas glee pouring out of you. That's wonderful. I couldn't be bothered to buy a Christmas tree this weekend. I felt so
I
miserable.
tell you what, it's so cheap and cheerful. As I say, the mat's separate. You get them in Aldi with Merry Christmas on.
Yes.
And B&M stores.
Yes.
That was $4.99. The music thing. You put it under the mat, and then it goes on when you stand on it.
Fantastic. Have you got all your Christmas decorations up?
Yes. Yeah, we've got a lovely tree. I've got the lights and that outside in the front. That looks lovely when the grandchildren and that come round.
Yes.
It's nice.
Don't let them in,
and
but
it's
I can stand in the
nice to
front.
see all the lights. You know, it's lovely and pretty. Yeah.
Oh, well, jolly good for you. Well, seasons. It feels too early to me to say Merry
It's
Christmas.
me that got it. My husband didn't get it. I got it. Every time they step on it by mistake, you hear them.
Well, it's December the 9th. Monday, December the 9th. I'm guessing by Wednesday, December the 11th, you'll be sick of it.
Well, it's outside. It's not inside. It's outside.
Okay, well then that's good.
So I'm all right like that.
Nice one, Susan. Well, thanks for sharing that with us.
No, that's all right. It's a good show. I've just finished preparing food for tomorrow. My mother-in-law's coming round, and I thought I'd get preparation done.
What have you made?
Well, I've made a batter. What do you call it? Yorkshire pudding batter, homemade.
Yeah.
They're going to have instead of a sausage toad, they're having a chopped toad with it.
Oh, flippin' heck, man.
Yeah.
Susan!
Homemade. Yeah. So that'd be nice.
I can order a chopped toad right now. Oh, that
my mum
sounds
used
good.
to cook it years ago.
Oh, that sounds good. Well, you enjoy it. Thank you for the little Christmas vibe. Thank you, Susan.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Oh, that sounds right. I made a shepherd's pie at the weekend. Turns out shepherd's pies are really easy to make. And it lasted me all weekend. I made a massive one for 4. And I had it lunch Saturday, dinner Saturday, lunch Sunday, dinner Sunday. And it was wonderful.
The best thing about that whole thing of you cooking, one, that you're embracing life and
embracing life.
and
I'm
feeding
embracing
yourself
the death of
properly.
the sheep.
And not just eating frozen pizzas,
Which I had today.
which are good.
I had one today.
Not every day.
Yeah.
Is that you found the recipe online and it came with some great recommendations.
Have you got them? Recommendations. Let me find it. Hang on a minute. There was the review. Hang on. BBC.
Is it BBC Food?
Shepherd's pie. Because a few come up. This was the simple one, right? No fuss shepherd's pie, right? So this is what I made. Nice and simple. Beautiful. I thoroughly recommend it. And then there are the reviews. Oh, they've taken some of them away.
Oh no, why?
Excellent and very easy recipe. Even I understood it, and I'm really stupid. The other week I was beaten at chess by a 2-year-old.
Hang on, I'll go and get my phone.
Go and get your phone. Because there was some, they delete. Oh, come on. Come on, you scumbags. Taking those away. Some fun reviews. Felt lousy this weekend. So I was thinking of getting a Christmas tree. Saturday I cleaned the house because the builders are gone. I've got a bathroom now. They're coming back in a week to do the ensuite, but I've got a bathroom. I've had a bath. I've had a shower. It's awesome. So Saturday, clean. Sunday, sleep. AA meeting, video games, sleep. And eating a shepherd's pie. Go on, Cass. I'm glad I screenshotted them. What does it say? These are the reviews for this,
the first one.
No Fuss Shepherd's Pie on the BBC website.
The first one is from Jan Rodak. This recipe good when I made it. I had sex with my wife using a condom. But then 8 months later, my wife told me that she was pregnant. So what I did was that I moved to Scotland, and for now I live in a flat making shepherd's pie. Top dish.
And the other one?
Jamie. 5 stars. Great recipe. My neighbour wouldn't shut up about my car parks on his space, so I tried it out and gifted it to him and his family. That shut him up. Effective and efficient way of killing neighbours. Skip step 2 for effect.
So there you go, and they deleted those. Damn you,
Why?
BBC. If you want to give us a call tonight, the vibe is very, very loose. Very loose vibe. 3-day week? 4-day week next week? Who knows, if we're lucky. After that, 2 weeks off. The New Year's Eve show? Looking very, very shaky. Very, very shaky.
So no update with that?
No update on that, guys. Come and get it while it's hot. This House of Cards is being blown apart. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call about any... Susan's gone. What a dick.
Oh, what?
I was about to go to her, and she's gone. Do you want to call her back again and see if she wants to come on? Sorry if we kept her waiting too long. By the way, I'm in the mood to be very honest with a lot of callers. So, beware, be warned. You can watch the show tonight, periscope.tv/Iain Lee. Catherine, what have you brought?
Oh, to the table?
To the table.
Well, I don't want to do a lonely Christmas one yet. We'll save that for after midnight.
Lonely Christmas.
Did you hear about this, Jesus video game?
Oh yeah, Limmy's going to be playing it soon.
Is he?
Yeah, can't wait. Go on.
A new computer game, this is from the New York Post.
Cannot wait.
A new computer game called I Am Jesus Christ.
Here we go.
Will allow gamers to role-play as the Good Shepherd himself. A trailer for the game shows Christ healing a blind man, making fish appear in a bucket, walking on water and ending a storm, all in the first person.
Jesus Simulator 2020.
Corresponding quotes from the New Testament are shown between the video game's biblical recreations. I Am Jesus Christ, which is listed as coming soon on the gaming platform Steam, doesn't shy away from any portion of Christ's life. It ends with the scene of Jesus on the cross. Well, everyone knows the story doesn't end there. That's the whole point.
Well, everyone knows,
isn't he?
Everyone knows the story is made up.
Well, but if you're going to do it
right now. Do it with me.
The in-game heart rate nearing empty before cutting to what appears to be his resurrection and the game's title card, where the eye is Jesus's floating body. Have you ever wondered to be like him, capital H, one of the most privileged and powerful people in the world? Don't think he was privileged or powerful at the time.
He was powerful at the time. Fish and stuff, innit?
Reads the game's Steam blurb. Become Jesus Christ, the famous man on earth. In his highly realistic simulation game, pray like him for getting superpower. I don't think this is written in their native language. Perform famous miracles like him from Bible. Like casting demons.
Who's him? The cat's father?
Him from Bible. Healing and feeding people, resurrection and more in I Am Jesus Christ.
No! I am Jesus Christ!
The description continues, asking potential players, are you ready to fight with Satan in the desert?
Are you ready for love?
Exorcising demons and curing sick people, or calm the storm in the sea? A tweet of the game's trailer by entertainment news site IGN has racked up nearly 70,000 reactions. I bet it has. Since being posted on Saturday, and plenty of critique from gamers. How is Jesus and all his disciples paler than me, writes one.
Uh-oh.
I am Catholic, and what the F, tweets another.
Screw you.
The game's developer, Simula M, has previously released a trailer for a game called Priest Simulator. Its listed publisher, Playway SA...
Priest Simulator.
Don't.
Just make your own... I'm not going to, but just make your own jokes at home, guys. You win if you avoid jail.
Its listed publisher, Playway SA, has put out a number of realistic simulation games. Well, there you go. They did that.
Remind me of an email I got today from someone claiming to be called Billy from Manchester. We had Rainbow George on the other day, and I told him the Bible was all made up. Iain, your anti-Christian... By the way, there's no capitals in this, and full stops are in the wrong place. Your anti-Christian hatred and Christophobic racism never surprises me, Iain Lee, but your outbursts of anti-Christian racism last Thursday, being Christian isn't a race, when Rainbow George was on, just proves what a nasty little bigot you are. But here is a question for you, Mr. Bigot. Would you dare mock Islam and Muslims the same way you mock Christianity and Christians? Would you dare mock the Prophet Muhammad and the Quran the same way you mock Jesus and the Bible? The answer to that is no.
He hasn't been paying attention.
Because you are terrified of Islam and Muslims. You a coward and a Christian-phobic racist. You just pick on one religion because you think they are an easy target. Bigot Billy from Manchester. Here's the thing. I have called out homophobic Muslims, and I've got very angry and had arguments with several of them. So that is incorrect. But thing you say about mocking, I don't think I was mocking Jesus when I was talking to George. I do think the Bible is fictional. I think it's bits of it are great works of literature, bits of it are rubbish.
We know that it's been edited over the years, right?
Yeah. I don't think Jesus existed. I don't think the Judeo-Christian God is real. But it did make me think, would I speak the same way about Muhammad and Islam? It did make me think. And I thought about this quite a while today, and I thought, yes, I would. I don't think Muhammad is real. I think the Quran is a work of fiction. I think the Islamic faith is a work of fiction. Like both religions, I think they bring a lot of comfort to a lot of people, and I would never knock that. If it works for you, that's great. But both religions also bring a lot of hatred into the world, a lot of aggression, and I do think both of them are made up and are fictional. So in answer to your question, Billy, yes, I would. I had to consider it. You're right, I had to consider it because there is a little bit of fear. Fear is too strong a word. I had a slight hesitation about being as critical of Islam as I would of Christianity. But also, I was brought up a Christian.
I was going to say, we're more familiar with it.
It gives me more right to, it's no longer, it was a Christian country, and I was brought up a Christian, and I used to go to Sunday school and Wednesday club and a little bit of church. I was sexually abused by people who claim to be Christians. So I have more of a vested interest in it. I know more about it. So that gives me more of a right to openly criticise Christianity. But yeah, I think both of them are made up. Hope that answers your question, you bell. Good evening, Sam.
Hello, sir.
Yes, sir.
Christophobia, is that a thing? I think I've learned a new word.
No, you haven't. You've learned a made-up word.
I
from
thought
an
as
idiot.
much. Yes, it does sound very, very much made up. Good evening, Kath.
Hello,
Good
Sam.
evening, you. How are we?
What have you got for us tonight?
Do you know what? I'm going to go slightly off-road. I'm going to mine you for information, if you don't mind.
Here we go. You go off-road.
I'm a little bit behind on the podcast, and I've been hearing talk of a 7-inch single that you guys have done.
Oh, baby, it's out there in the wild. We've sold over half of those bad boys. We've sold a lot of them.
So it's not been and gone. I mean, I can.
It's not been and gone. If you can't listen, here's two ways to get it. Right, if you come to any of our live shows this Saturday, December the 14th, there's only 13 tickets left for our last show of the year. IainLee.com.
Where is that?
That's in London and Putney.
Okay.
But we're doing shows next year. But if you can't make it to our live shows, then if you go to IainLee.com/shop/ you have to put the slash in. /shop/
I love slashes. Yeah.
There are singles and there are pins available for sale there. We've got just over 100 of these singles left. Once these singles are gone, we ain't pressing any more. That's it. So,
what is it exactly?
It's a little. You're probably too young to remember. It's like a bit of plastic. It's a small disc, 7 inches.
No, I mean what's on it?
I know what 7 inches. Catherine and I singing.
Well,
You ruined it, Catherine, not me. Stop, please, now, Mr. Postman. Live in concert in Bath.
Oh, okay, and that's actually what it is it?
Oh, suddenly doesn't sound so enthusiastic.
Well, how about the B-side?
B-side is top secret.
The B-side is specially recorded. The B-side is a specially recorded track, especially for this single. It's a gift to all of our listeners. Oh, jeez! Flipping heck, man! What do you want to buy it now? Jesus!
You know where he's been sent from? Psycho, Simon Cowell.
Simon Cowell.
He's trying to derail
Psycho.
our successful outlet. He's trying to get back Christmas /1 when he knows it's a done deal.
Scumbags. There's only about 100 of these singles left. So if you want them, iainlee.com/shop/ or at our live shows. Once they're sold out, they're sold out. Come Saturday though. Saturday afternoon show. Last show of the year. Last show in London for quite a while. Brand new venue in Putney. A much better venue. And I'm really looking forward to that. 13 tickets. iainlee.com/event if you want tickets for that or any of the shows that we're doing next year. By the way, Birmingham is selling very, very well.
All of a sudden they've all kicked off, haven't they?
Very, very well indeed. But Saturday, let's go 13 tickets. Let's try and sell out. Maybe buy a ticket for a homeless person. If, no, we don't want any of them there. That'll be awful. It's a joke. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call tonight. Tonight is what it's all about. Oh! Thursday night, our election special.
Oh, yeah.
Special guests. I'm hoping, he's not confirmed it yet, but I'm hoping we're going to have Krishnan Guru Murthy on there. I've asked him if I can
How far along are you with the booking?
Well, I've tweeted him.
Normally I handle all this stuff.
I've tweeted him and I've asked if I can DM him, because we'd like to have him on the late night alternative election special. Not on the radio. It's too hot for the radio. Too hot for the radio to handle. It's being streamed online at twitch.tv/Iain Lee, 9:30 Thursday night. Too hot for the radio. So I've asked Krishnan.
So that's as good as sorted.
Good as, pretty much. But we've got an American correspondent who will be talking about the American impact
from America.
Who's going to be live with us in video form. You'll be able to see him and hear him, and I'm thrilled to say he's called in now. Good evening. It's our American election correspondent, Mr. Chuck Winkle. Good evening, Chuck.
Yeah. Out of the way, asshole. Yeah, you move out of the way. Y'all got right away here on the road. Sorry, Ian, you joined me in rush hour on my Highway 59. I'm traveling to Tennessee via Romeo, New York.
Okay, from Tennessee.
That's quite a trek.
From Tennessee to New York, or from New York to Tennessee?
Tennessee via New York.
Tennessee via New York on Highway 59. And what is the time of day over there, Chuck?
Well, it's rush hour, so what's rush hour over there for you like?
About, sort of between 5 and 7?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about 5 or 7, something like that.
Okay. And what's the weather like over there?
It's sunny on the east side, cloudy on the west side, as my grandma used to say. Gotta tell you.
That's just how I like it.
Right.
Yep. Why would she say that, Chuck?
She was a bit prudy.
Okay. Broody.
I've got to tell you, before we go any further.
A broody grandmother, my God. Yes, sir.
I've had a message from one of you compadres, the name of Dennis Morris or something like that.
Yes?
They've been asking me if I'm going to do an election special on Christmas morning, if I want to say it. Don't know if it's one of you guys on there.
Well, we want you to be on our election special this Thursday night, on the actual night of the election.
Yeah, not Christmas.
And it's not on Talk Radio, it's on our Twitch stream. Will you be able to join us?
I gotta tell you, big looking forward to it. Got a lot of guests from all the lower states. Gotta tell you as well, big headlines in Washington, because your election sounds a little bit like erection over here.
Well, it sounds like erection over here as well. They're very similar words. It's just one letter difference. Sounds it's the same language.
Looking forward to it. And I will be there with you, right on cue.
Okay.
And will you stay up all night?
Well, it will be, what time are you doing the show?
We're going to be doing it 9:30 till 11:30 UK time.
Yeah, 8:30 Eastern Time Daylight Savings. So, it's gonna be alright, I think.
Okay, and here's something exciting, because we're streaming it on Twitch. People are going to get to see you for the first time, aren't they, Chuck?
I'm gonna be there in video with my face and maybe even my cheeks.
Oh.
Okay. 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 Well, we look forward to it.
I'm trying to big it up, talk it up big style. I'm not doing it very,
don't worry, there's plenty of time, but we're really keen. What is the vibe, just quickly before we let you go, and we will be letting you go in a second, what is the vibe in America about this Christmas general election?
Ho, 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 Santa's got a present in the bag, and he's saying, it's an election.
More insight like that from the great mind of Chuck Winkle on Thursday. Thank you, Chuck.
God bless you. See you Thursday.
Thank you, Chuck. That's going to be happening live, not on the radio. It's too hot for the radio. It's too hot for the radio to handle.
Yeah.
Twitch.tv/Iain Lee. Free to watch.
We're going to take the rule book and, well, before we throw it, we're going to have a little look at it just to check, and then we're going to rip it up and throw it away.
Free to watch, and then we'll put it out as a podcast as well. Emma's saying, I think you're on the wrong road, Chuck. Highway 59 is nowhere near New York. Emma, what the hell do you know about the American road system?
When did you last go to Tennessee?
You reported and you're blocked. This is Talk Radio.
It's electric, it's eclectic, it's always rule-free. It's the late-night alternative with that man, Iain Lee. On Talk Radio.
0344 499 1000. Good evening, Nick.
Good evening to you.
Nick, what can we do for you on this Christmas night?
Well, it's not Christmas for one, but anyway, doesn't matter.
It's a Christmas night.
For you?
For everybody.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh.
Why are you so miserable? What's your problem with Christmas?
Open your heart, Nick.
What's your problem, scumbag?
Well, I don't know. Christmas is a time for just being cheerful and...
Well, cheer up then, you miserable get!
Anyways, remember I rang up last week and I said that I wanted to put a voice to that northern voice.
I've got no idea what you're talking about.
Talk about me.
Yeah, don't you remember I rang up and said it was a crazy show and I didn't particularly like it, but I would Google...
And here he is again.
Catherine.
Yes.
But don't be thinking I'm enjoying this. Anyway, I didn't need to, because you was on my TV.
God, you're so sour. You're so sour, Nick. Why are you so sour? Why you bring your sourness to my sweet candy shop?
Well, what do you want me to do?
Why you go away? You're bringing sourness. You're bringing sourness to a sweet candy shop.
Maybe in a couple of weeks when it really is Christmas, I might sing a Christmas carol.
In exactly 2 weeks.
Yeah, do it in 2 weeks' time. Yeah, that'd be great.
Nearer Christmas.
Yeah, do it nearer Christmas. 23rd, please. That'd be great.
But I didn't bother to. I didn't bother to Google Caroline.
Here's the thing, right? As we're on this train and I can see the buffers ahead of me and we're approaching the station, do you know what? I'm going to start telling people what I think. I think you're a rude oik, Nick. You've got no manners. You're disrespectful. I don't know if you think you're being funny or if you're being clever. You're not. You're a scumbag. You're a dumb scumbag. This show's too clever for you. You're too thick for this show. You haven't got the brains for this show. You haven't got the wit to keep up with me. And Catherine is an infinitely faster giggle machine than you can ever be. You're a dry, old leaf like they used to use in the oil of Ulay adverts, except no amount of Ulay or Ulay or Olay could re-moisturise your dry skin.
Little news flash as well. I don't care what you think of me or whether you fancy me or not.
I didn't say I fancy you, but anyway.
Yeah, exactly, but you think that's important. You think that's where the power lies.
You were going on about, liking a northern accent and being a little bit like that before, so, again,
why don't you
not
phone
interested.
up, Nick? Here's the thing, right, Nick? Right, it's a bloke and a woman doing a show. Why have you got to phone up and belittle the woman? Why is that? Why have you got to phone up and imply some form of sexual fantasy and belittle her? Why have you got to do that? Explain that. Why are you doing that?
I will explain it if you give me a chance.
Shut your face. My show. I'll give you a chance when I decide to. And I'm giving you a chance now.
I saw her on the TV and she's very nice.
So what? Why have you got to comment on that? Why is that relevant? You've not commented on how I look. Why is it okay to comment on how a female presenter looks?
You were on the TV, so I didn't get a chance, so I don't know what you look like.
Why is how she looks relevant?
Because when you're listening to a radio station, you try to have a mental image of the voice that you hear on the radio.
Right, so, but why is how she looks relevant? Why are you judging her on her looks? Make me sick.
Not because...
You're the problem. We're the solution. You're the problem. We're the solution.
And then when you listen to the show and you hear the voice...
You don't like the show. Why are you listening to it? Go away. We don't need to chase listeners anymore.
I'll be having Janice Long on soon.
Great, go and listen to that. Why do you phone us up? Why do you listen to us? You don't like it. We don't need to chase listeners anymore. So you can go away. If you don't like it, stop listening. I don't find your calls amusing, entertaining, or anything. I find them boring.
Well, fortunately, you won't have to worry about me ringing up again.
Good.
So as soon as I could find the off button...
Bye-bye. Hey, Nick, I don't fancy you either.
I didn't say... I never said I didn't fancy you.
Well, I did.
When did I say... When did those 3 words come out of my lips? I don't fancy you.
I don't fancy you. That's 4 words.
4 words, okay. I never said
Talk
that.
Sport listener, guys. It's a Talk Sport listener, guys.
Anyway, it's been fun.
It's been fun. Before I go,
thanks. Before you go, I'm in charge of when you go, buddy. And you know what? It's right now. Don't have to chase listeners anymore. So, you're an a-hole. I'm going to tell you, you're an a-hole. 3, 4. But I like most of you. I can't. Here's the thing. That guy was so boring. I don't even really remember his call from the other week. When people say, you probably remember me from last week. Sometimes I do. Don't remember that.
You know what that says? I hope you remember me from last week.
You should remember me from last week, because I brought a little je ne sais quoi to your rather disappointing show.
Bloody awkward and quite old-fashioned.
0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. If you want to give us a call. Kath is a very bad mum. Kath is a very bad mum. She's got 2 daughters, both of them are lovely. I've met her daughters, one of them talks all the time when she's playing a video game. It's weird. Her youngest daughter was doing a show today. Kath didn't go no way. No. Did you see her perform?
No.
Kath didn't go no way. She's a bad mother. Didn't turn up for her youngest daughter's show.
I did turn up.
Her daughter was heartbroken. She cried a tear. And Kath didn't give a toss. What happened, Boyley?
On the programme for the dress rehearsal, because I have to go to the dress rehearsal with all the mums with babies. Because obviously...
Kath has a baby.
I have to babysit at night.
In her bottom.
What?
Kath has a baby in her bottom. Congratulations, Catherine. It's your bottom baby. If you listen carefully, sometimes you can hear it crying.
That's not my bottom baby, that's your bottom baby. And I think it's more than ready.
I think another 15 years.
I think it's ready to go to work, yours. Anyway, yeah, so I went at the allotted time, and when I say allotted, I mean the one on the programme I was given by the school, official, all official, 2:30. I rock up at 10 minutes before that, because I think I want a Bagsy a good seat.
I want a Bagsy a good seat.
I had to sneak in at the back, because they'd already started, and then it transpires... The school had sent out text messages, which some people got.
To the important mums.
Some people didn't. And all the text messages said, don't tell Kath. No, they changed the time to 15:15. So I only missed 5 minutes. I thought, great. 5 minutes. I think this is the opening song. We'll be fine. We'll be I'll sit down.
We'll be Reet.
And I'll just be quiet from now on. But won't, I had my clunky shoes on as well, so I had to really clunk
Here's the thing about Catherine that you don't know. If you're coming to the show on Saturday, remind us, we will demonstrate this, right? Catherine, she's so tiny, you could fit her in the hem of your trousers. But she has got the loudest stomp.
And I've got these proper clunky...
I've ever heard in my life. Here's the thing.
Today.
I always know when she's coming into... If I get into work before her, she's coming to work, coming back from the toilet...
Do you want to hear it?
Because it's... Go on.
I've got a copper's walk.
Here we go.
Right, ready? Hang on.
Here we go.
Let me just swipe my skirt up.
Saturday, the Half Moon in Putney, we will demonstrate Catherine's noisy... Have you got lead in your heels?
No, I walk with purpose. I stride. I might be small, but I do not walk small. I walk tall and I walk proud.
You don't walk tall, mate. Saturday, we're going to play a game. Can Catherine walk quietly? And we'll be taking your bets.
Oh, yeah, let's play. What's that game?
Grandmother's footsteps.
No, it's not Grandma's Footsteps. What's it called?
Grandmother's Footsteps.
Not What's the Time, Mr. Wolf. The other one where you have to sneak up.
Grandmother's Footsteps.
Is that what it's called?
Yes.
I didn't call it that.
You call it Granny's Barn Cakes.
What are you saying? Barn cake?
Granny's Barn Cakes.
It's not barn, it's balm.
Granny's Barn Cakes. Right, we play Granny's Barn Cakes. Can't got a scrub doorstep at home for me, ma.
What?
So...
We never had a toaster.
You came in... What?
We thought you were posh if you had a toaster. I remember us getting one. You said...
Doorsteps. It's to scrub the doorsteps. Like an old washerwoman. Can't got to mill. So tell us what happened when you let your youngest daughter down.
So yeah, I rocked up late, stomped in, quietly. Well, I still stomped. And I thought, oh, it's alright, they've only just started. This is definitely the opening number. Everything's cool. My friend saved me a space. We sat down, we chuckled about, I went, are they early? And she said, no, they changed it. And I went, here we go. Never mind. Opening number. So I sat through the whole thing. Everyone else's bloody kids had a go.
Oh.
Nothing from mine.
No.
Unusually quiet.
She's
you know what she's
noisy,
like.
Very noisy creature, that youngest one of yours. Both of them.
Yeah. I could just see her head bobbing up and down every now and again just to check I was there. She was about fourth from the front. And I gave her a little wave and I got kind of a smile, but I could tell she was cross. And then it finished. No kid. Nothing. So I turned to my friend and went, she wasn't, did I miss it or was she not in it? She went, she was in it right in the first minute. She was like in the...
And all of the parents turned to you.
Yeah.
So what did little 'un say when you spoke to her?
She's very, very disappointed in me, obviously.
Lucky, mate.
And I hadn't brought my purse out, so I couldn't, like, buy her a guilt biscuit. Or anything.
Eldest, your big 'un is... I love both your kids so much. I think they're so wonderful, but they're both nuts, like mine are.
Yeah.
In the same way.
They've got their quirks.
Yeah. And big 'un, what is she, 11 now? 10?
Yeah, she's 11.
When she's playing a video game, as she has done at my house, it's constantly, right, I'm getting in the car now. Oh, look out! Oh, just wobbled it there and nearly hit that. Mind out of the way, sorry!
She thinks
driving to the hotel now. Oh, I'm getting out. Right. Now, okay, so I've got to walk up these steps, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to open this door, and I think once I get in there, yep, that's it, right, I've got to pick that up, and it's constant, and we sat there going, could you be quiet? Could you? Yeah, oh, sorry, yeah.
I know,
and she just does it like whispers.
I actually had to tell her to shut up, didn't I, last time, because it got quite annoying.
It's relentless, and we're all in hysterics. Me and my boys are there, we're going,
you don't have to live with it.
Why does she do that?
YouTube.
Oh, she watches the YouTubers where they commentate.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Scenes.
Yeah, you're lucky she's not doing it in an American accent. She can do that as well. God, it's just awful.
But I love it because YouTube is now, in the same way that we were kids, being a pop star or a movie star was actually possible.
Yeah.
Being a YouTuber is actually possible. And while we're not pop stars or movie stars, we're in the entertainment business. Some might say, Nick, the last guy, might disagree with that.
Nick
might disagree with that.
I don't fancy.
But I aimed for that, and I kind of got as close as I was going to get. I didn't hit the bullseye, but I got the blue ring outside. I'm happy with that.
I still think we're missing a trick with YouTube. There's something else. There's something.
Well, my YouTube channel is reactivated. It's money motivated, monetized. So go and watch. Quids in millions of pounds.
I got my jigsaw out for the first time in ages the other day.
Is that a euphemism?
No.
Actual jigsaw.
I actually got quite a bit done.
Getting jiggy with the jigsaw.
It turns out it's quite tricky when you've got a kitten in the house. She was like skipping across it and like kicking the bits in the wrong way, and she was not helpful.
Looking for a kitten, but a kitten found me.
Anyway, we're getting her done tomorrow, so that should slow her down.
What? You've only just got her. You can't. I'll have her. Oh, you mean having her fanny cut off? Right.
They don't cut her fanny off.
They seal it up with super glue, and she has a clamp on her butt. Mine are getting their balls chopped off and their fanny glued up next week because I'm worried that the brother and sister are going to have sex. Skin jiggy with it. Na 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 na.
Oh God.
Yes, Gatford.
I challenge Kath. Hi, by the way.
Hello.
To a stomp off on Saturday.
No.
Or a non-stomp off.
No.
Or a try not to stomp off.
No. Why don't you do it on Saturday? Why don't you talk about it to us on Saturday? We're not taking bookings. This isn't... let me get the diary out. Hang on. Well, we're free at 3:10. Could you... Does 3:10? No. Here's the thing. Why don't you help me with... Shut your face. Why don't you make it part of the show on Saturday? Why don't you make it... But we're not taking bookings.
Spons.
Make it part of the show on Saturday, Gatford.
Okay.
You can't even walk properly. You've got your toe down. You fall over.
No, well, that's the thing. And I'm also wearing at the moment shoes that make a lot of noise.
Have you got a strap on? Because no, I won't say that. I was going to say because Catherine.
No,
that's right. You should get a strap on.
No, it's got like a Velcro strap.
What, for the toe? Do you have a fake toe? Get a
no,
strap
I do
on
not have a fake toe,
and strap it
but
to
I have considered it.
Get one. You can get them.
Can you? Are they such a thing? Does such a thing exist?
Yeah, if you go on Amazon, don't ask me how I know this. Fake strap-on toe.
If I get one, will you sign it? Because then I can go round and say my toe signed by Iain Lee.
Yeah, sure. I'll sign it for £25.
Ah.
Thanks very much for your call. Saturday. Bring it on Saturday.
Ever-loving Saturday.
If you don't know what that song is, we'll play it when we come back. 03 44 499 1000. Periscopers, welcome. Listeners, thank you. We have the highest listening figures on this station on the online. I'm going to say it now. This show has the highest online listening figures. Thank you. Catherine, can we send an email and find out how many podcast downloads we've had in 2019? Let's revel in the high numbers and we can take them and show them to other places. 0344 499 1000, the late night alternative. It's on tonight. Who knows what tomorrow brings? This is Talk Radio.
The late night alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
Saturday began much the same as other days, but ended up different in many ways. Love is in my world since Saturday. Monday came, but somehow it didn't seem the same. The sadness of Friday had somehow changed to the happy sound of Saturday, ever-loving Saturday. I whistled the bluebirds, I cried a pill and how you brought me sunshine. My head's full of new words. Listen to the Saturday after Friday. Come and see the flowers of love she gave to me. The gorgeous laughter and harmony to the happy sounds of Saturday, ever-loving Saturday. My head's full of new words. Listen to the Saturday after Friday, day after Friday. Come and see the flowers of love she gave to me. The touches of laughter and harmony to the happy sounds of Saturday, ever-loving Saturday, ever-loving Saturday.
Hot August night and the leaves hanging down and the grass on the ground smelling sweet. Move up the road to the outside of town and the sound of that good gospel beat. Sits a ragged tent where there ain't no trees, and that gospel group telling you and me it's love, brother, love, say brother, love's traveling salvation show. Lock up the babies and grab the old ladies and everyone goes, 'cause everyone knows brother loves show. Suddenly still, and when you'd almost bet you could hear yourself sweat, he walks in. Eyes black as coal, and when he lifts his face, every ear in the place is on him. Starting soft and slow, like a small earthquake. Traveling salvation show. Back up the babies and grab it's there for. And when your heart is troubled, you gotta reach out your other hand. Reach it out to the man up there. 'Cause that's what he's there for. Take my hand in yours. Walk with me this day. In my heart I know I will never stray.
Some of you heard nothing. Some of you, it's a stereo, it's a loose connection in the wire. It will never get fixed. Let's leave it. Let's leave it for the Times people. Leave a little note in the drawer saying, "Oh yeah, no, all the cables work, guys."
But what you missed was incredible.
All the cables work. All the cables work. Trust us, the cables work. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. Oh, we've got, yeah, okay, fine. If you want to give us a call, the late night alternative, it's a little bit juicy tonight, a little bit meaty, a little bit Jeff, a bit spicy. We ain't got nothing, and yet we are delivering the goods for you. I'm getting an election erection.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I'm horny. I'm horny for the election.
Once every 4 years.
Well, I've been lucky. I had a run of them recently.
Oh, God.
So we're not on this Thursday here, but Thursday night we're doing an election special that's too hot for the radio. The late night alternative election special. You can watch it, you can listen to it, and you can call it live. It's a different number. You can Skype in. We'll give you the details later. But twitch.tv/Iain Lee. Sign up for that. It's free. It's free. And you can watch the whole thing as it unfolds. It's going to be this proper, serious, grown-up election special. This is our audition tape for the new play.
If you're expecting, like, Tom Dickory and the usual stuff, no, it's going to be serious.
Oh, it's going to be, excuse me, it's going to be very serious. And the Brighton podcast, the podcast that is too hot to handle, they said could never be played, will be available for download this week. Really interesting. This is how thick the listeners to the other 21 hours of this output are. Mm-hmm. It's a tweet from Charlie Clark.
Oh, good. Missed him.
Not to us. He's replying to Mike Graham. It's okay, Mike. I don't know what the tweet was that Mike said. Mm-hmm. It's okay, Mike, says Charlie Clark. Everyone with any sense has stopped watching the MSM. Thank God for Mike Graham and Talk Radio.
Don't tell him.
Don't tell him! Don't tell him we're owned by Murdoch! We are the MSM, you suckers! Even we are! I'm the MSM right now, baby!
And yes, we do get a phone call at the top of every hour that you are not privy to, which directs us which things we're supposed to push across today.
From Israel. As soon as that Israel code flashes up, it's like, aha! Here comes tonight's show! So Charlie Clark, you're wrong! And thick! We are the mainstream media! What are you going to do about it? You can't do anything about it. We own your asses. We own your asses.
I don't want to own their asses.
I want
them to have their own control over their own asses.
I watched. I watched some real crap at the weekend. I watched The Pineapple Express.
Right.
Problematic James Franco and Seth Rogen. A stoner comedy. I quite enjoyed it. It was all right. It was mindless.
They're getting a bit old for that caper, aren't they?
This is an old one.
Okay, good.
I mean, there are a couple of giggles in it. Watched the great One Cut of the Dead. Thank you, Dan, for recommending that. Japanese horror comedy film from 2017. It's just gone up on like one of the Amazon Prime spin-offs. It's on Shudder, which you can sign up to for, it's like $4.99 a month, but you can sign up to it for a week free. That's what I've done. Okay. So I'm going to cane horror films this week. One Cut of the Dead. I don't want to tell you, what I can tell you is the first 36 minutes was all done in one take. One shot, one take. No cuts, no edits. 20 minutes into it, I'm thinking, okay, I get it. 36 minutes into it, I went, oh, okay. Okay. It's incredible. I'm saying nothing else. Don't read anything about it. Don't watch the trailer. Nothing. Go into it cold. It's great. At the end, the last 10 minutes, I had goosebumps at how brilliant. I'm getting goosebumps thinking about it. How brilliant it was.
You were laughing a lot.
Oh, it's funny, man. A lot of these Japanese comedies, but it was funny. A lot of the laughter was glee at how clever it was. Real glee. Just how clever. And I don't want to say anything. Thank you so much, Dan, for watching it. I'll be honest, after 20 minutes, I thought, it's not really my cup of tea. But Mugger Harris, I'm a big fan of his artwork, and I'm a big fan of him as a human being. I consider him a friend. He's never let me down before. So I thought, I'm going to stick with this.
Yeah.
I'm going to stick with it. I'm so glad I did.
It's worth it.
It's brilliant. So there's that. I also watched 0344 499 1000. I also watched the documentary.
Oh, about
Vikram.
Yeah, Bikram.
No, it's Vikram. Is it Vikram or Bikram?
I thought it was spelled with a B.
I thought it was Bikram. Whichever one I thought it was.
It ain't.
It's the other. I think it's Vikram.
Okay, let me just check.
Yoga. On Amazon. On Netflix. Bikram Yoga. This is the yoga where...
It says Bikram with a B.
Okay, then Google it one more time.
But obviously, it's an anglicisation of a name that's spelt in a completely different alphabet. So
please could you use a different search engine? Could you use Bing? Okay, well it's Bikram. I thought it was Vikram. Told you, whichever one it is, I thought it was the opposite.
Okay.
And I'm never wrong. So Bikram Yoga. This is the yoga.
Hot yoga.
Saw that. This is the yoga where you get hot, you're in a really hot room and you do it in like your pants. Who'd have thought a multi-millionaire man in his 60s that teaches yoga classes to hot men and women, literally and metaphorically, whilst he's wearing tiny Speedos, and because it's so hot, they have to strip down to tiny little pants. Who'd have thought he'd been a dirty pervert? I wouldn't have thought it.
Oh, but...
I wouldn't have thought it.
We all hope for better, don't we?
It's a great documentary. Really, great. It makes it sound like he's a rapist. And me saying great, it's making me go, it's a great story. Not at all. It's a
well done,
horrific story that is told with class and with respect for the victims. And it really does make you go, what the heck? Stay around and watch, the end, because this isn't really a spoiler. He's still doing it. He flees America.
Didn't he disappear, yeah.
He was in Spain this year. He was in Spain 4 or 5 months ago, doing exactly the same thing. Scumbag. It's an incredible story, and it's because I remember it being big, like about 10 years ago. Everyone going, "Oh, this new Vikram." Turns out they were saying Bikram, but I didn't know. Yoga is hot, and you should really. And there was places were popping up all over the place, and people recommended it to me. And it sounded awful.
The thing is, right? He's kind of made out that he invented it, or he's, somehow the originator of it. It's an ancient practice, and there are other organisations that do it.
There's a dude in there that goes from India that goes. He's basically stolen my master's thing, and my master printed a pamphlet, and I've got the only copy of this pamphlet left. But he nicked it, and now he's making millions. Yeah. And apparently the yoga works. It's a sound yoga principle. It works. There are people on there that, saying they had bad backs, they had this, they had that, and it's helped them, and so it's a sound yoga principle. But the guy that popularised it and franchised it and made the money out of it is a rapist. I was going to say he's a sleazy rapist, but I don't think there's any need for the word sleazy there.
No.
But it's a horrible, unpleasant, but it's a really good documentary. I watched that.
That and the Amazing Jonathan documentary. I'm going to watch that one that you just mentioned. But the Amazing Jonathan documentary I watched last week.
No.
Incredible.
No.
Incredible.
Movies.
Still not sure which bits happened and which didn't.
Movies.
Love them.
Movies.
Tell you what we watched on Saturday night. We had Mum's film club. I got the big screen out and the crap
Chinese projector that
yeah.
I used once, and I'm afraid I had to stop it because my eyes are a little bit more discerning than yours.
Yeah.
We could see.
But maybe, you know.
You're from up north where it's different, aye. Up north.
We watched The Lion King on it anyway. It was absolutely belting.
Can you feel my love tonight? Please?
Oh, God, no.
Okay.
It was great. I was ready to be disappointed. I hear Elton John isn't a massive fan of it, but I thought it was great.
Yeah.
I think that's the way to go into films. Be ready to be disappointed, and you can only be delighted.
I got the boys on Sunday. I'm totally up for a bit of Jumanji 2.
Oh, yeah.
Totally up for Jumanji. I've heard it's better than Jumanji 1, which was a great film. You seen Jumanji 2, Sam?
No, but I saw the first one yesterday.
And?
Isn't it brilliant?
Loved it. It's
funny,
great.
Man? They're so good. I should warn you, I think I'm very strong. It's just such a great film. I've heard the second one is better, and I will report back next week. Films, movies, Hollywood. Love it. Love it. Don't like any other country's films. They're all shit. 0344.
You just watched a Japanese film?
0344 499 1000. This is Talk Radio.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
2 tweets and a fountain. Lucas, yes, we were talking about Bikram.
Mm-hmm.
And we use the word rapist. We want to learn on this show. I'm keen to learn. I'm keen to not trigger anybody or offend anybody. I don't mind offending some people, but I certainly don't want to offend anybody who's been a victim of a sexual assault. And Lucas says, just a gentle reminder that sexually assaulted might be a kinder word for broadcast media. We're going to use some language that you might find triggering for the next couple of minutes while we discuss this.
Also, this is your time if you want to say something about this.
Yeah,
You may know more about this than we do. You probably do.
Educate us.
0344 499 1000.
Educate us. Just a gentle reminder that sexually assaulted might be a kinder word for broadcast media. But sexually assaulted would be, if we'd said rape. And I don't know if we said... We
weren't talking about the victims, we were talking about him, weren't we?
Yeah, we didn't say they were raped, they were sexually assaulted. We said he was a rapist. Now, I think, correct, I don't remember the exact conversation, but I think we said that. So, here's a question, and I don't want everyone piling in and going, oh, just grow up, man, just, because this is language, this is the evolution of language, this is what it's all about. This is what life is about, and this is one of the few shows that isn't going to go, oh, shut up, mate. This is one of the shows, oh, okay, I hadn't considered that. Thank you for pointing out in my direction. Let's see where we go. Is the word rapist triggering? But then what word would you say? You wouldn't say sexual assaulter.
A sex offender, I suppose. But that covers
a wide thing. That's not the specific act of. So I don't know.
I am all for considering the feelings of the victims and survivors. Some people would consider themselves survivors rather than victims.
Yes.
I'm all.
Yes.
Of course, it's all about listening to them. I'm less bothered about his feelings.
Who Lucas is?
No.
Oh, you mean
the person in question?
Bikram. Yes, yeah. Oh, no, yeah.
So
totally. I don't think that's what he's questioning.
That's why I believe that's why you gave it that name.
Also, the women in the film use that word.
And I think for some women and men, it's important that it's recognised as such, rather than under a somewhat broader umbrella.
Yeah.
I know a couple of people who were raped and they want it to be recognised as such.
And with things like this, it's going to be, everyone's going to have their own opinion, and it will be difficult to please, the wrong word, but you know what I mean. It'll be difficult to use the language. There we go. It'll be difficult to use the language. It will be difficult. I assume there will be no one word that will keep everyone happy.
Mm-hmm.
And that there will be some people going, oh, for God's sake, just it happened to me, just say it. And there'll be some going, no, please, that reminds me, and
But that's it. Part of recognising what happened to you, if it happened to you, is respecting the way you want to deal with it.
Yeah. So thank you for that, Lucas. Here's another thing. I don't know what's going on. I mean, I don't want to say that Mike Graham's listeners are thick, because I like Mike. I like Mike Graham a lot.
But
some of his listeners are thick. Like, really thick.
Exhibit A.
This is from Stuart Shields on Twitter. Here's a picture of like an explosion, don't know what that is, and a Union flag. People enjoy listening to Mike Graham is...
is it pretend?
Lucas, now that's unfair. Right, now Lucas has come back. May I read what he said?
Go on.
Unfair, mate. Good point, well made in terms of victim versus perpetrator. I was only half listening at the time.
Oh,
come on, man. That's not
fair.
fair.
No, that's too important.
No. That's really unfair. That's really unfair to comment on it when you're only half listening. Phone up, if you've half heard something. But to do that on half listening is really unfair on us. Because we're not other presenters, right? We take this shit on board and we question our actions and we question stuff. So I'm not shaming you, but that's actually unfair to do that, I think.
Also, if you're going to pull us up on something we said, know what we said.
Yeah. Thank you. That's one of my pet peeves when people, not talking about you, Lucas, I'm moving away slightly, but it's one of my pet peeves when people complain about something we haven't actually said. So, dude, I would say with respect, don't pull up, point out if someone has said something wrong when you haven't actually heard it. And that's me being polite. If you'd have been one of the previous callers, you'd have got an earful. Right, this is how thick some people are. From Stuart Shields, 75. People enjoy listening to Mike Graham is precisely because the MSM no longer reflects their views. It's the same reason so many of metropolitan neoliberals tune into the Today programme on Newsnight. It reflects their views. The difference is we all pay for their media choice. Mike Graham is the mainstream media! He's on Talk Radio. We're in the same building as The Sun and The Times. We're owned by Rupert Murdoch. I'm not complaining about that. Mr. Murdoch has fed my children for the last year or couple of years or so. I am so grateful. He's paid my mortgage. Thank you. I'm not criticising him or that. But, to say that Mike Graham is not the mainstream media is the height of stupidity. We can't get much more mainstream than this. Jeez, you thickos. Did we do we did the quarter past break, didn't we?
I believe so.
Okay, 03444.
Did we?
Yeah, we did the quarter past break, didn't we? Yeah, of course we did. Who cares, man? Who cares? We're Mavericks. We're the Mavericks. What was their song?
Just wanna dance the night away.
Do it again.
Why?
Go on, just do it again. I'm doing something funny.
Why?
I'm doing something funny.
Just wanna
Cornetto!
Oh, good one.
Go on, do it again.
No.
No, I'm doing something funny.
Just wanna
look, that's all it just one look. That's all it took, girl, just one look.
How come I am not an admin on this Periscope?
Yeah, I'm afraid you got booted off for being a scumbag.
Oh, really?
I don't know how to do it. Were you before?
I think so.
Don't even worry about their comments. They're being scumbags on there.
Yeah, someone's calling me a fatty.
Oh, pee off. I'll work out how to make you an admin while you talk to our good friend, Alistair.
Hey, Alistair, what's going on?
Hey up.
Hey up yourself.
Hey up, Ian.
Hey up, I'm busy. I'm online doing some stuff, Alistair, so you're going to talk to Catherine, but I'm listening.
Gav, I was ringing up, actually, to see if you'd heard of an American musician, and there was a really good documentary about him on Sky Arts the last 2 or 3 weeks, and I thought that Ian might have heard it. I actually tweeted him about it, and I don't know whether he read it, but it was a guy called R. Stevie Moore.
R. what?
R. Stevie Moore.
No, I'm not aware of his work.
Well, he's not that well known, and he's done most of his recording in his bedroom because he kind of had certain issues, and he didn't really want to sort of get involved in sort of the mainstream music industry. But it's a really good documentary, and some of his sounds are sort of akin to some XTC stuff, which is why I thought Ian may have heard of him. But it's a good documentary nevertheless.
I have not heard of him. I can block you. How do I make Kath an admin on Periscope, Alistair? You know about internets and stuff, don't you?
Absolutely no idea, mate.
Come on, mate. Come on, buddy.
I don't
Come on. Why are you keeping it a secret?
Do it.
Why are you keeping it a secret?
I'm not.
Share it with me. I went to an AA meeting at the weekend.
Oh, good.
First one in ages. It was nice. Really nice little meeting. Actually, really nice vibe. I'm going to start going to a few more, I think. And, it just made me think of you. You know, it made me think of you that, stuff. Enjoyed it.
I dragged myself to the meeting tonight because I've had a pretty shoddy day, really, in terms of my mood.
Yeah.
And I thought, can I really be bothered to go? And then I thought, no, I must go because if I don't, I'll regret it. And then, actually, when I went afterwards, I felt much better. So,
that's the thing. I never come away feeling worse.
Yeah.
I come away feeling. Why won't you tell me how to mod her on Periscope,
I've done it.
Alistair?
You just said you've requested me to do that. That's fine.
I haven't done anything.
Oh. Says Ian Lee wants you to moderate. Hover over a comment for actions.
I didn't know that anyone can do that. Alistair, why won't you tell me?
I would tell you if I knew.
He knows, Catherine. He knows, and he won't reveal the secret. He's a wise man. He knows the best way to learn is to work something out yourself.
Yeah, well.
Poor old Alistair's like,
I've lost with the Periscope and all that. But what's this Twitch thing you're doing?
Thursday night we're doing a show too hot for the radio to handle. If you go to www.twitch.tv /Ian Lee, you on Thursday night between 9:30 and 11:30 you will be able to watch us live doing a phone-in election special. We're going to have all the results before they're announced. We're going to phone up Russia and find out who's won. And there's going to be videos. There's going to be Skype calls. People can Skype. I want people to Skype in using their video phones, video Skyping in. We've got Chuck Winkle is going to be on there. It's going to be a hoot. We're going to have a swingometer. We got a £2.5 million studio that we have built. It's going to be awesome, man. It's going to be absolutely awesome.
Are you going to have that, what is it, a speedometer thing? What do they call it?
We're going to have a swingerometer, and we're going to have swingers in, having it off, and whoever comes first wins that. If it's like someone with a blue dick comes first.
My God.
Or a red dick, or a yellow dick, or a green dick, or a racist dick, whatever. Whoever wins first, they win that, seat.
I anticipate I'll need cheering up on Thursday night, Friday morning. But, so that'll be good, because you do make me laugh sometimes.
Sometimes? What is this? Was this
other times?
Bad McBoyne, the critic? Is this the movie critic? What is this? Ali Ross, the critic? What is this? One of the other critics?
Yeah.
Who is this, the critic?
It's not Barry Norman, is it?
Not Barry Norman.
Google R. Stevie Moore.
I'm not Googling arses. I've done that before, and I didn't come off that computer for 3 hours. Thank you, Alistair. 03444991000. This is Talk Radio.
Unmissable late night radio with the original king of unconventional conversation.
Make contact with Ian Lee. The Late Night Alternative with Ian Lee
on Talk Radio.
Someone's just asked for a free ticket for Saturday.
On the grounds of?
I don't know. So I've given him the phone number. Phone up, Sean. Let's see how big a fan It's not a no, it's not a yes. See how big a fan you are, my friend. Let's see how big a fan you are. And maybe, just maybe, that free ticket could be yours. Or it might not be yours. But phone up. Cheeky, get some, but I like balls. I like cheeky balls. And, okay. I like cheeky balls. Catherine.
Yes.
I like your cheeky balls. Do you know, I really fancy a Chinese meal. Really fancy Chinese food.
Chicken balls.
I like, pork balls in the old sweet and sour, sauces. Oh, I really fancy, and I like the Chinese, what do they say, the duck wrap. I like that.
Oh yeah, crispy duck.
Could be, I fancy some Chinese food, is what I'm saying. Catherine, what have you brought to tonight's party, please?
All right, well, I have some of this.
What have you brought for the smorgasbord?
Don't you? Well, we're talking about balls. Let's stick with that.
Stick with balls.
A single testicle from a 36-year-old Serbian man has been transplanted to his identical twin
Say that again.
brother.
A testicle?
A testicle. He's had a testicle transplant from his brother.
Does that mean that if he has kids,
yes,
then they will belong to the man?
Yes. They will have the same DNA. That's kind of the idea.
Does he have to swallow it? And then, like, kind of force it down into, and before it gets to his beanhole, he has to kind of block that and
now
hump it forward and it'll go into his sack.
That's an unorthodox procedure, but I believe it just might work. I don't think they've done it that way.
Is it like pinball, where you fire a thing and it goes up and you've just got to try and get it into the right hole? You've got to try and, don't let it go down to that hole through the flippers. You've got to flip it up and there's like a hole up the top there. Except, obviously, his bollock wouldn't be up the top, it'd be down there.
No.
But is it the same principle as pinball?
Possibly. Should we read on and find out?
I'm worried it won't be, and I'll be disappointed.
Well. A single testicle from a 36-year-old Serbian man has been transplanted to his identical twin brother, who was born with none at all in Belgrade, by an international team of surgeons on Tuesday. According to the New York Times, the 6-hour operation, which did not involve any pinball type operations.
Freudian slip.
Sorry. Only a third of its kind, performed by an international team of surgeons, including an expert from Tufts University School of Medicine.
So please, was one of them called Tommy, please?
In Boston. No.
Please, read their names. It could be a Tommy. If one of them is called Tommy, I'll accept a Pete or a Roger. Right now.
With a newly transplanted testicle, the recipient will
By the way, sorry, I'm so sorry to speak over you, but this is, I remember something really important.
Do it.
No, this is actually really important. I'm sorry, I'm supposed to do this at the start of the show. That new album by The Who, called Who. Whoa, it rocks, man! It rocks! It rocks and it rolls! Is that Rebecca? Rebecca, come in, man! Rebecca, come in! Come in! This is Rebecca, our favourite cleaner!
Yay!
Come on, Rebecca! Come in! We haven't got a chair, I'm afraid. Talk into that microphone. How are you?
I'm fine.
Why are you in there? You never go in there to clean. Leave it dirty. Leave it dirty. Look at Sam. He's a young man. He's used to swilling around in his own filth. How are you?
I'm fine.
You are our favourite cleaner.
Thank you.
We love you.
Yeah.
How are your boys?
They're fine.
Are they excited about Christmas?
Very excited.
Are we allowed to ask what Father Christmas is getting them? Or is it top secret?
A tablet.
Tablet.
Oh, ho, 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 ho.
That's awesome. I'm not allowed to say because someone might be listening who knows my boys, but I'll tell you later.
Okay.
Are they kind of excited now, getting in the Christmas vibe?
My little one was like, Mommy, where's my present under the tree? And I haven't put nothing under the tree.
Have you got the tree up though?
Yeah,
that's good. Remind me how old your boys are again. They're 6 and 9.
7 and 4.
7 and 4. I was close. They were numbers. I had numbers.
Very close.
I had numbers. So they're excited. Obviously, big fans of Father Christmas.
Very.
Beautiful. And are you having Christmas at home, or are you going to see friends and family? What's the plan?
No, at home.
And are you cooking Christmas dinner?
Yes.
Do you do the turkey?
Turkey. Lots of food.
This is it, man. This is what, for me, when I was a kid, Christmas is about presents and opening. Now I'm an old man, it's about food. I just want to eat all day, and I want to go, oh, no thanks. And then someone brings in a load of cheese, and you go, I'll have a go. Bring it over. That's what I want all day, food. And then maybe a little doze. Right, we should let you get back to us.
All right.
Nice to see you. Thank you for coming
so
on.
much.
Thanks, Rebecca. We love her. She's the best cleaner here. The best. So sorry. The new Who album is... I love her. I think she's so fab. She's such a nice woman. The new Who album is awesome. I've only heard the first 4 songs. And admittedly, in the second song, I thought he was singing about Montana. He was singing about Guantanamo.
Wow.
Let me. This is important. This is more important than anything else. I'm sorry, guys. I'm really, really sorry. This is more important than anything else. So, the Who new album. This is more important than anything else. I should have. This is what here we go. Here we go. Here we go. We're gonna play the opening of the Who new album. Yeah. Here we go. Woo! Here we go. The Who. Tuning up. Yeah. Woo! Yeah. That's the wrong song. That's the wrong song. That's the wrong song.
Okay, well, that was also nice.
Oh, this is it.
Is that an angry one, that one?
That was a love ballad. This is it. Listen to this.
I don't care. I know you're gonna hate this song.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it?
That said, we never really got along.
Listen to his voice, man.
It's not new, not diverse. It won't light up your parade. It's just simple verse. All its music will fade, just like the edge of a blade. All its music will fade, just like the edge of a blade. I'm long gone, and I ain't never coming back. What's yours is mine. What's mine is yours, and what's yours is mine. What's yours is yours, and what's mine is mine. I don't mind other guys ripping off my song. I'd be lying if I said I never done no wrong. All this sound that we...
Isn't it great, man?
Incredible.
I only heard the first. I was nervous I've had it for a couple of days. I was nervous to put it in because I thought this is going to be a turkey potentially, but man alive! 4 songs in, so who knows? There you go.
It's good, isn't it?
It's good, that.
Imagine that really, really loud through the chest.
Imagine it really loud in my car as I was driving on the A40. And then I was swearing at drivers for being dicks. God, it was good, man. It was good and powerful. Rock and roll. Rock and roll is what it should be all about, man. This is what I want. This is what I want this show to become now, is a rock and roll show. And I don't mean necessarily playing rock and roll music. I mean the vibe.
The vibe.
I want the vibe to be more rock and roll. Gotta be loosey-goosey, okay? We're a little bit uptight tonight. I want to be loosey-goosey. I want to rock and roll. I want the show to be rock and roll. I want the show to kick ass. I want this, and it is ass, because rock and roll is American. I want this show to be a little bit more dangerous. I want this show to bite. I want it to spit. I want it to be angry. I want it to tell people that are angry, but in a controlled fashion.
So, where are we at the moment? What, hair metal?
We're a little bit, we're like the Robson and Jerome album at the moment.
God.
We're the Robson and Jerome album.
I mean, very popular.
Yeah, but no, I want to be the Who. I want to be angry. I want to be punk rock. I want to be this, yeah? I don't care. baby.
I know you're gonna hate this song.
All this music must be. I know he's Brexit, but I don't think Townsend is, so it's equal. Townsend does an F-bomb at the end of the song. I can't play it on the radio.
Gosh.
Who gives a...
Wow.
He's in his 70s. Who gives a...
What's your granddad doing tonight?
My favourite song on there is track 3, which is called Accessing the Dark Web After Midnight, which I'm really looking... No, I'm joking, of course it's not. What was your story you were doing?
About a testicle.
We'll find out after this.
The late night lip service for lovers, loners, and lounge lizards.
Well, where exactly is your accent from?
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee
I've forgotten your name already, excuse me.
on Talk Radio.
We're going to come to your testicle story in a minute.
Oh, can't wait.
No, I swear to God, but Paul's called in. I want to talk to Paul first of all. Paul, are you better than a testicle?
I'm a little bit better than a testicle, mate, yeah.
Okay, we can go from pole to balls, it's fine.
Okay, Paul, what have you got for us on this wonderful Christmas morn?
Hiya, man. Right, I've got a little tip for you, if you're keen for it.
It's the tip of your penis, I'm not interested.
It's a better one than that.
Ooh.
It's an even... it's a good one. I just thought, like, this time of year, people are going to be getting, like, lots of iPads and that sort of thing. And I've just worked out a way of, like, downloading stuff onto the iPad to get... Well, let me start this again. I wanted to watch Periscope, but the iPad I've got is an old one. So, like, when you try to download it, it says it's not compatible with this iPad.
Yeah.
I've just found a workaround, and it's amazing.
But hang on a minute. You're suggesting that people are going to be getting old iPads this Christmas?
Well, they might be handed down is what I'm thinking. If someone gets a new one...
Who hands things down at Christmas?
I don't know, you might have like a handed down to a younger brother.
So this is a tip for people of a lower socio-economic rate than I would like to spend time with. Okay. I mean, the TalkSport listeners.
So I'm going to run you through it, right? It's really
Okay.
quick. Now, if you go into the normal app store and type in whatever app it is and it doesn't allow you to get it, all you have to do instead is purchase it through iTunes. Well, you know, they're free anyway, but go to the iTunes on your computer and do it that way. Yes. And then, if you go into purchased, you can download the most recent version which would work.
Oh, okay, right.
That's awesome. So I can watch you now. You're on there. You can give me a wave. I'm on my old iPad.
Hello, Paul. I love how delighted you are about that.
It's class, man. I love that.
He beat the system. Up yours, Steve Jobs. Up yours, Jobs. Yeah, I beat the system, you scumbag. I ain't buying a new one. That's what I'm talking about. Rock and roll. That's what I want. I want more calls to Rock and Roll Paul.
Yeah, he knows.
Can we change his name to Rock and Roll Paul on the phone, please, Sam? Rock and Roll Paul. That's the spirit. That is the spirit.
How'd you say rock and roll in Welsh?
Oh, good God.
Diddly bong.
It'd be rock and roll.
Rock and roll.
Rock and Roll Paul calling in now with his rock and roll tips for you ladies. Paul, thank you, brother, and we're waving at you now. Now, up your bum. 03444991000. Fake Sheila says, would like to phone #TLNA, but have been told by my trusted friend that Iain sounds incredibly irritated when I call in and talk too much. I would suggest your friend's a shit stirrer.
What's too much?
I mean, it's up to you. It's up to you. I mean, I don't know what to say. When I read something like that, I don't know what to say.
That sounds like someone who wants reassurance.
But that's not my job to give reassurance. If you don't feel... Here's the thing. If you don't feel... There are people that I wish wouldn't phone in, and I tell them, and they do. If you feel uncomfortable phoning in, it's optional. It's optional. It's not compulsory. Don't phone in. I don't want it. This show is about fun and laughter and a little bit of teasing. Sometimes if the teasing, you know, we've had people say, actually, I don't like that teasing. And so we put, it's about having a laugh. And
actually, from what I can remember, Sheila, for the last few times when you've rung up with 2 minutes to go. That's why maybe you've been hurried along a little bit.
So I'm not it's not for me to say, hey, phone up, you know, please turn up and really want you. If you want to phone up, phone up. If you don't want to phone up, don't phone up.
Also, if anyone listening is feeling delicate,
then don't.
You don't have to.
Don't phone up, you know what I mean? Oh, yeah, Cass Bollock story.
Yeah.
But so, honestly, I read stuff like that, and you've sent it to me and Kath, so you want us to read it, right? I have no idea what I'm supposed to. I'm not going to reply. I don't really. Very rarely do I reply to people on Twitter now, right? You know why. Occasionally I will. Occasionally I'll have like maybe a couple of days where I'm replying to a lot of people, but I hold back, right? I really hold back. So I don't do DMs. It's why when you email Iain at iainlee.com, me and Catherine get it. I don't trust myself. Right? And I don't think that's ever going to change, and that's great. And actually, it's a more comfortable way to live. But so I'm not going to reply to that on Twitter and go, hey, no, come on, it's okay, because that's not my job. If your friend says that, well, that's your friend's opinion. I don't know what they're basing that on. But it's up to you. If you want to call in, call in. If you don't. But, you know, why tell us? Why tell us? I don't know. Catherine, talk to me about a brother and a ball.
Brother to brother.
Ball action.
Ball transplantation. With a newly transplanted testicle, the recipient will be able to have children of his own, and because the twins are identical, the DNA he passes to his offspring will be a nearly exact match for his own. The historic procedure could offer hope that transgender patients and men with catastrophic groin injuries could have children
Catastrophic bollocks. Great band!
But the ethics become murky outside of the exceedingly unique case of identical twin brothers who are donor and recipient.
So this guy, did the recipient have no balls?
None at all.
And the normal brother
had both.
Had two.
Yeah.
And so he said he can have one.
Yeah.
Well, there's nothing ethics about that. As long as he didn't say, but to get it, you got to suck it out of my pee-pee.
No. What they're saying is the ethics. God.
I've been sucking all day. It's not. Keep going.
What they're saying is the ethics become murky outside of the case of identical twins. You know, if it's I don't know, your non-identical
But the ball
brother.
isn't what makes the white wee-wee.
Yeah, it is.
I don't think it is, actually.
Mate.
It isn't. It's not where the white wee-wee comes from. That is
It's where it's stored, right?
Yeah, but it's made in your belly. It's made in your belly.
Is it? I thought it was a gland, the testicle.
No. You misunderstood. The white wee-wee is made just behind the belly button, like a little factory there, and then it passes down to the ball.
Yeah.
And it's stored in the ball.
Hang on.
It's stored in the ball. Don't Google it because mainstream.
I think it's important.
Well, I'm telling you. It's stored in your ball, or your balls, so to speak.
When you say balls, you remind me of that Apprentice contestant.
Balls.
I've never seen balls like that.
Alan Sugar, your balls are out. You might want to drop your fly, Alan Sugar. Low Sugar, your balls are out. I can see your balls.
Thank you for the opportunity.
To see your balls, Karen. And then when you make love or masturbate, it passes through your balls, through your pee-pee, out the tiny little hole
Not
into
my
a
pee-pee,
tissue
I don't
or a
got
sock or a womb, where it make a baby.
Or a mess.
So the ball is merely the storage units. The ball is like, let me put it in.
Pretty sure that's where it's.
Let me put it in modern terms, in terms you understand. The ball is like the hard drive that stores the data. The data being your semen. Tell us the rest of the story. Don't Google it, please. Don't Google it, young lady. No need for you to know any more than that. Tell us the story about the brothers.
Yeah. Sperm producing it.
Tell us.
Testicles.
Fake news. Mainstream media. Don't believe her.
Babies born missing both testicles are extremely rare.
Well, they're not actually. 50% of all babies don't have testicles.
Boy babies born with.
That's better.
Out both testicles are
Thank you,
extremely
Sam.
rare.
5 points to me. Sam laughed through the glass.
There are a few statistics to come by that estimate, just how rare.
To come, what?
I don't know, this is not written very well. But in one...
Newton come Hardy, does it?
1974 study suggests that about 1 in every 5,000 male babies are born missing one testicle. Just 1 in every 20,000 are estimated to be born with neither.
Some babies this year will be born without a testicle. If you have a spare testicle, maybe you'd be kind enough to consider sharing a ball for a baby. I'm Hugh Grant. On behalf of Babies Without Balls. Enjoy your Christmas.
It's very serious business.
Hugh Grant's a very serious man. Got the right man for the job as far as I'm concerned.
The causes of absent testicles are unclear, apart from if they're girls.
Oh, look at Hannah's cat in a box. That's a great looking cat. That's a great looking cat, Hannah.
Some scientists have speculated it may be a genetic condition, though identical twin brothers in Serbia cast some doubt over that theory. Yes.
Serbian twins, huh? Hot.
Without either testicle, a man's body cannot produce testosterone.
Thank you.
In the absence
It
of
can produce it can't store it.
testosterone, men may not go through puberty, they may grow too little hair or too much in certain areas, develop breast tissue and lack sex drive and energy, and are more prone to muscle loss and depression.
Like ladies. Describing a lady.
And of course, without the structures that produce and contain sperm, produce and contain sperm.
Well, I'm assuming the bit is missing from behind his belly button as well. They have to put a little sperm box in there. An artificial sperm maker. Like those artificial snow makers you get at parties in November. Really, what's coming out is just shaving foam. And that would be the same in this situation, I'm afraid. Disappointing.
Hormone.
Smells lovely.
Oh my God.
You can have a shave with it. Oh, that is good for the skin.
Hormone injections can help to manage the other symptoms that come without testosterone, but for the patient who underwent the operation in Serbia, the goal was to be able to have children and feel more comfortable, as well as having normal testosterone levels. The transplantation of a testicle is a fairly long, delicate procedure and has to be completed with maximum efficiency. I could have made this up. I don't think you need to be a medical correspondent.
That's not a medical description, is it?
No, it takes ages and it's quite difficult.
Doctor, will you be using maximum efficiency? Well...
Once you remove the testicle from the donor, the clock starts ticking very fast, says Dr. Branko Bojovic, a Harvard Medical School microsurgery, he says here, microsurgeon who assisted in the procedure in Belgrade. If it's not connected to a blood supply within 4 to 6 hours, the testicular tissue will start to die.
The ball dies. You give me $1 million or the ball dies.
There are 4 crucial blood vessels that need... This is important. I think this should be the top story.
Okay, well, do you want to do this?
Carefully sewn together for the testicle to receive life-giving oxygen-rich blood. In doing so, can take 60 minutes per vessel, leaving precious little margin for error. News.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
In the quieter bits, you can hear Roger's teeth. Just a little bit rattling.
Little loose.
Little loose. Little loose. Okay, there's a
classic.
I love it, man. I love it. Four songs in. I love it. I love it. Hello.
I will never forget
the
closing section of Live 8.
Yeah. I was there.
Yeah, but I was a lucky lottery winner and you were invited, so you got to see properly. So we were standing near the back, but by the time The Who came on, the crowds had thinned out somewhat.
I might have gone home by then, actually. I think I listened on the radio. It's been a long day.
I was standing next to, me and my mate Amanda were standing next to this Spanish girl, and we were waiting for The Who, and they announced Mariah Carey. And the furious voice of the Spanish girl rang out over a really quiet bit. No! We want The Who! Mariah Carey doing her bit for
whatever it was.
It wasn't family relief, was it? It was anti-poverty by introducing her masseuse on stage.
I never forget when we won Best Breakfast Radio Show under 10 million listeners at the Sonys, or the Irish Sonys, I think it still was then. And backstage was Roger Daltrey, and I was feeling a bit cocky, and I went up to him and said, I got all nervous, went, Roger, it's so nice to meet you, man. I've just got to say, I really love your singing with The Who. I really love your singing with The Who. Your solo work, you can stick that up your jacksie.
Oh, he was thoroughly delighted.
Oh, I love it, Roger Daltrey. And there's the thing, right? He's a big old Brexiteer. Big old Brexiteer. And lots of people go, oh, screw, F Roger Daltrey, screw The Who. Who cares? Oh, what a surprise. A rich old man from Shepherd's Bush in his 70s is pro-Brexit. Actually, I think Townsend has actually kept very quiet about it. I suspect he's the other way, or not that bothered. But, so what? So what? They're The Who. It's like Michael Caine. So what if he has a different... All these people, F Michael Caine, he's a C. Who cares? That doesn't devalue his art. It doesn't devalue The Swarm, which is a great movie. It doesn't devalue The Return to the Poseidon Adventure.
I don't care what football team they support.
No.
Which political party they support, necessarily, as long as it's not flipping...
It's not BNP.
Yeah, if it's flipping Morrisseyville, you can forget it. I don't care.
I don't care.
Because I don't pin my personality on the things I like that much.
No.
Some people do, don't they? They get very tribal about it.
Listen, if Roger Daltrey came out and said, you know what, I really hate blacks and all the Asians we got. Okay, we got an issue there.
But that's not what he's saying.
He came out and said, I don't want to be in Europe, it's like being controlled by the mafia. Okay. I don't necessarily agree with that, but I still love Barbara O'Reilly and love Ray Noemi. You know what I mean? I'm still gonna go and see him sing next week, because I'm not gonna go halfway through. Roger, sorry, before you do Who Are You? This Brexit thing, can we talk about... I don't care.
Here's the thing. Does everything we enjoy have to come from a source with whom we agree with every single aspect of their thought process? Here's a big news flash for you. Some of your favourite actors are thick.
Oh, not
some
my
of your
favourite... Not my favourite actors.
Some of your favourite actors are thick, but their skill is remembering stuff and being able to pretend to be in a certain place.
Oh, we've got to ask Dirk Benedict about crying. We were going to cry in front of him,
we
weren't
were. Well, next time he comes in.
But I'll tell you something, guys.
They're not the personalities they portray on screen, is what I'm saying.
All of your heroes are scumbags. All of your heroes are scumbags. All of them. All of them. You expect any more? Anyway, that's the new Who album, and I've only heard 4 tracks, and I love it. It was recorded, like Townsend, I think, was in London, and recorded it in a studio.
Why are you doing that voice?
Because I'm trying to remember. And then he recorded the tracks in the studio, and didn't tell Roger he was recording a new Who album. And then when it was finished, we transferred the files to Roger Daltrey, who I think was in Los Angeles.
Oh.
So Roger gets an email one day. Pete, new Who album. What's this?
Who's this? Yes.
Who's this? I don't know about this. What's this? Opens it up. What is this shit? This is bollocks. What is it? Oh, it's shit. And then some of them he refused to do.
Is that so?
Some of them he sent them back and said, change this bit. Some of them he went in and he nailed it. He nailed it. Nailed it.
That's called collaboration.
And they've created a great album from different sides of the world. Didn't even meet in the studio once. That's like Paul McCartney and Stevie Wonder in the Racist Piano song. It's the same technology, but we're not making a song and dance about it now because it's de rigueur. It's de rigueur.
It's de rigueur.
It's de rigueur.
Is it?
De rigueur.
He won't appreciate you using the French one. There's a perfectly good word in English for it.
Which is?
All the go. That's what de rigueur means.
Does it? What does cul-de-sac mean?
The base of a bag.
Well, I lived in the base of a bag for a long time.
Sounds better, doesn't it?
Let's take your calls, guys. Let's kick Talk Radio. Let's give it a little bit of CPR. Let's give Talk Radio a little bit of the old CPR.
And clear.
And clear. We might have to turn off the life support at some point. But I say let's keep it going. I think it can hear us. Let's see. John, can you hear us?
I can hear you, yes.
It's alive!
I'm alive.
John, what you got for us?
I'm only ringing just a quick one, really. That Who song that you just played, I don't know why, but it really, really reminded me of, I don't know if you heard him, C6 Steve.
C6 Steve?
Yeah.
Now, here's the thing. I'd not heard much C6 Steve, but someone did some digging. Here's a little bit of trivia for you, John, that you won't find interesting, nor will Catherine, but I'll get great pleasure from saying it. And that's what being a man is all about.
Don't second guess me. I'll tell you when I'm interested or not.
C6 Steve was a session musician in the 70s, and he played backup guitar in about 1978 for Mike Love's band Away from the Beach Boys, Celebration.
Go on.
That's your C6 Steve. But I don't know C6 Steve that well.
No, well, you blow me away sometimes with your mind. But,
Thank you.
You should do, mate. He's really, really good. He's really good.
Give me an in. Give me an in. Where do I go? Where do I dive into old SSS?
Just YouTube him, my friends. Just get him on the old YouTube.
But I can't. You're supposed to get a crap one, and I go, well, that was no good. John's a scumbag liar.
The best one to play. Can't teach an old dog new tricks.
Okay, I'm gonna check that out tomorrow or maybe Thursday. I'm gonna check that out this week.
Yeah, I'll be listening for you to listen to it.
All right, nice one, man. Thank you for the heads up. I appreciate it.
All right, cheers, pal.
Cheers, John. Bye bye. 03444991000 is the telephone number. Let's go to Danny.
Hello, you two. You all right? No, don't answer that.
Oh, by the way, I've got to say, Dave has finally got around to listening to the Who by Numbers, an album I've been raving about for years. It's my favourite Who album, and Dave, who thinks he knows music, put off listening to it because he's a snob, because it's got an awful cover designed by John Entwistle, and now he's just tweeted me saying, Ian, you're absolutely right, it's the best album, I'm so sorry, can I have any more of your musical insight? And I'm just saying to you now, get lost.
Oh.
Get lost. And maybe I'll deign you with, I'll deign you? Will I deign him?
Deign to give him.
I will deign you with my knowledge at some point. You've got to keep listening though. I don't just give it away for free. I'm not like a musical knowledge tart. Yes, Danny!
It's going to sound terrible. I have to beg for your forgiveness in the first place. What? I haven't listened to tonight's show yet.
Catherine, what else have you got for the... I mean, do we listen to this scumbag? Do we deign him with our presence?
Maybe we only listen to the last minute.
No, I am listening. I'm listening on catch up. I'm up to that bit where that woman rings up and she says she's got the two different types of musics. So is the rest of the show worth
What? So you're listening like on a time delay of about an hour and a half?
Yeah, that's Susan. Oh, the Susan.
Yes, I am. Yeah, I'm up to on the thing 22 minutes and 1 minute. 22 minutes and 1 second. That's how far in I am.
This is don't listen about 47 minutes when I say something really, really racist. So don't even listen to that because I don't want you to think badly of me. So when you get to about 45 minutes, if you skip to about 50 minutes and you skip the races bit, which, I'm not going to apologise for. I stand by it.
Oh my God. Don't double down.
I'm doubling down on it. I stand by what I said.
I think you should walk it back.
But I don't want you to hear it, Danny, because I don't want you to think ill of me.
Well, that's the exact kind of information I was looking for. Thank you very much, you two. Much love.
Good night. There we go. This is Talk Radio.
No rules nocturnal nattering for nightbirds, nurses, and Nosferatu.
All right, cool.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
03444991000 is the telephone number. if you want to give us a call. I'm now, look, I'm now on, Amazon.
Stop it.
Looking at Who albums that I don't have. Look at, Lizzo's ass.
Yeah. It's glorious.
That's some ass, man.
Mm-hmm.
Lizzo's great. Although, the album wasn't for me.
Oh, really? Because I've been tempted. My youngest is quite a fan of the two songs that are popular, but I hear it's not safe for kids.
It's very... I'll lend you my copy if you want. It's in the car. I'll give it to you when we go to the car. I'll give it to you. I think it's in the car. I played, like 1 minute of the first song to the boys to let them hear the swears because they find it hilarious.
Yeah.
And then I said, that's enough.
Are they all sweary, though?
I think pretty much. I only listened to it once. It didn't quite grab me as much as I hoped it would. But I need to listen to it again. But I think it's all sweary.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Why did they do that?
Well, that's up to her. She's not making it for kids, that's fine.
Well...
But they are playing it a lot at the moment.
Why did they do that?
Yeah, they're playing it a lot at the moment. My youngest really likes that. I got my hair torn.
Here we go.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. Listen, look at this tweet from SJP. This is a scumbag.
Dear.
SJP, you're a scumbag and a coward. And you're a snitch. And you know what happens to snitches?
Probably
Text,
nothing.
tweet to Mike Graham. I was listening to talk radio tonight, and I heard somebody say, Mike Graham's listeners are thick. Well, this is what I'm saying, SJP. Mike Graham's listeners are thick.
It's not what
scumbags.
you said some of them.
No, I said all of them. All of them are thick. They're scumbags, and they're snitches. And snitches are the worst kind of scumbags,
And
SJP.
you can't deny that you're a snitch.
You can't deny that you're a
I'm going
to tweet SJP's mum. Hey, SJP's mum.
He's not in bed like he said he was.
I was hosting talk radio tonight, and I read a tweet from your son that was snitching. Yeah. You proud of that scumbag? Yeah. You proud of that guy? If you look at his picture, he's humping a tree.
Gosh.
He's humping a tree. He's having sexual intercourse with a tree.
Is he?
So add to the Mike Graham's listeners are thick. They're sexual deviants as well.
Winters.
He's humping a tree. Disgusting.
Will no one think of the children?
Will no one think of the twigs? Can we do a story that
Poor
we only...
Stickman.
Sorry?
Stickman. I'm Stickman.
I'm Stickman. Let's do a story that we didn't get time... We did very briefly at the end of Friday's show. Were we on Friday?
Yeah, a bit, yeah.
I don't even remember.
About 3 hours we did.
I want to do this story again because a lot of the... Hang on a minute. Hang on. Vibrator.
What?
Stuck in woman. I feel this story...
Is this this is the one where it somehow ended up a back passage, is that right?
A student teacher, we did this on Friday.
And they used a fish slice to try and get it out.
And the tongs you get on a barbecue, those things are massive.
God. Poor woman.
Miles says, how dare this absolute screwball? They're all snitches. All Mike Graham's listeners are snitches.
But these two are.
Miles. My name is Miles. How dare this absolute screwball called Mike Graham listeners thick? You wouldn't say that to my face, you pussy. No, I wouldn't say it to your face because I'm too busy having sex with your mum or something. I don't know.
Whoa.
A student teacher has spoken about how, in fact, this is a story about your mum, Miles. A student teacher has spoken about how she got a vibrator stuck up her backside.
She's not named, is she? Because
yes, Emma Phillips.
No,
from
stop.
Wallasey, Merseyside.
Why would you?
There's a picture of her in the hospital. It says where she had the vibrator removed, but you can't see her bum.
Teacher 101. Don't put this stuff where it's Googleable.
Miss Phillips!
Are you the one that got the vibrator stuck up your bum?
Miss Phillips, I can't sit down properly, my bum's vibrating. Emma Phillips, Miss Phillips. A mother of one from Wallasey, Merseyside.
Oh, God.
First thought boyfriend Lee had hidden the vibrator under a pillow as a prank. But then when she pressed down on her stomach, she felt a buzzing inside her.
Whoa. How can you think it's under the pillow? What the hell?
They tried to remove it using a fork handle from her bum. And barbecue...
Shouldn't do that when there's electrics up there. You might get a zzz.
And barbecue prongs. But all efforts failed. She was rushed to hospital to have the sex toy taken out. And now Emma wants to warn people not to... It's 20 past midnight. I thought it was 20 past 11. wants to warn people not to be afraid of getting help in embarrassing... I would say you should be... Not warning people of don't put vibrators up your bum so far you can't get them out. Warning not to be afraid of getting help in embarrassing situations. Emma24 said, we were looking around the bed in case they'd fallen out.
It must have been tiny.
When I leaned on... ours must have been massive.
No, it must have been a tiny thing, maybe like a little sort of bullet thing, because you would notice, wouldn't you? Like a bullet.
What's that? I don't understand.
Like a bullet-shaped thing.
I don't know what you mean by that.
I'd imagine, like a bullet thing.
Oh, as opposed to a huge thing.
Like a great big...
You get them, do you, that size?
I would imagine.
Strange thing to imagine, unless you know.
Only because how could you think it was under the pillow and not up your jacksie?
Up the wazoo.
If it was massive.
Up the wazoo.
Must have been tiny. Barely noticeable. But basically not worth it.
Emma24 said, we were looking around in the bed in case they'd fallen out. And I leaned on my stomach, I could feel it vibrating.
Flicking it. Burrowing.
It was stuck low down. And at one point was even wedged behind me hip.
God.
She added, for a while Lee was suggesting all kinds of wonderful options. He tried the kitchen fork handle, which we won't be using again. Put it in the dishwasher. And said he could feel it at one point, but that it was too far up. It was a goner. He tried barbecue prongs, but after a certain point, after an hour of trying, we knew we were going to have to go to hospital. We were both a bit shocked. After initially saying...
Apologies to the people of Merseyside. It's uncalled for.
After initially seeing the funny side, there's more coming, Emma said that they quickly realised she'd need medical help. Emma said, we both been drinking that night. The night before. So we couldn't drive.
What?
I had to make the most embarrassing call to the ambulance at 7 a.m, 7 o'clock in the morning. So they've either been at it all night or she's fallen asleep with it up her jacksie. The call handler said, tell me exactly what the problem is. So I had to tell him, During the 45-minute journey to Wrexham Maylor Hospital...
Wrexham?
I think she did, yeah. Maybe they got it fixed. North Wales, Emma was perched on one of the seats and was hurried into a room for observations. Emma said, at that point...
Observations? What are they going to do?
At that point, it was just more surreal than anything. I didn't feel that much pain at that point. I was in too much shock. Doctors carried out an X-ray.
What?
X-ray.
An X-ray?
X-ray. To find out where the still buzzing vibrator was, and realised it was too high up and would be too painful for them to manually extract it while she was awake.
Why don't they put a ripcord on these things?
Emma said...
Tie it to the end of the bed.
I think at that point it started getting quite serious.
Oh dear.
The doctors were really good. They all moved quite quickly. And were so reassuring, telling me...
Where's she from now, reassuring?
They're so reassuring, telling me they saw it quite often.
Great.
Which is quite a relief. First we were joking about it, but then realised it wasn't much of a joke. Especially when there's talk of going through my stomach if they couldn't get to it. Could she push it out through her belly button?
Well, I don't know. It depends if her sperm box is in the way.
No. No.
Your biology lesson, not mine.
There's the young lady. She
Get
did
lost.
not have that stuck up her
You
jacksie.
don't wonder where that's gone.
That was not the one.
You do not wonder where that's gone. Flipping
The
it.
caption
Like a
for that
pencil
photo of her
topper.
holding a huge vibrator is.
Remember those pencils you used to get at school with like a little person sitting on top? That's that.
This is not the vibrator she lost up her backside.
No.
Doctors offered it to her, but she declined. As she was being wheeled to theatre, what are you going to see a play for? Doctors told Emma if they couldn't extract it rectally, they would have to go through the bowel and take
God.
some out, which could mean at least 6 months with a colostomy bag. Emma said, I think before that, I thought of it as just a little operation to get it out. I still wasn't taking it that seriously.
Seriously?
When he said that only when I woke up would I know whether they would have to cut me open. Scary like, you know? Scary. I was dead scared. At 12 p.m., Emma underwent... I've seen another picture. At 12 p.m., Emma underwent the 1.5-minute surgery,
Oof.
which involved placing a camera down her throat.
Shut up. Shut up.
And the surgeon pressing on her stomach before manually extracting it. What, so they just squeezed it out?
Like a tube of toothpaste.
Doctors offered her the toy as a keepsake, but she declined. And there she is. Yeah.
I'm glad she's taking it seriously. Doing a surprise face.
She was discharged. Oh, that was her being discharged at around 6:30 p.m. before tentatively making her way home to see her 2-year-old daughter.
I don't know, I have to bring the kid into this.
Emma said, "My daughter was staying with me mum and dad as I stayed at Lee's the night before.
Of course.
I wasn't going to tell them. But then I was going into surgery. I knew we were going to have to say something.
Surgery.
So I told my mum the real reason.
Oh, God, why
she
would
laughed and said the same thing had happened to her.
Shut up.
My dad 30 years before, but with a wooden one.
Shut up.
I just took some painkillers and was told not to use stuff like that again until I was ready. I've learned I'll need to be a bit more careful in the future." Oh, okay. This isn't even the punchline. Lee's not been scarred by it. He thinks it's funny. I think he should have one up his bum and take one for the team. Do it, Lee. You'll love it. Emma now wants to raise awareness and urge anyone in a similar predicament to seek medical attention. I swear to God, I'm not making this bit up.
What?
Emma said, "We weren't going to do anything about it because of the embarrassment, like. There's a big taboo about having dildos stuck up your bum." But we knew. We knew.
She didn't know. Can I bring you back to the original problem? She didn't know where it was. She didn't know where. She thought it was under the pillow.
We knew. We needed help. I want to say a massive thank you to the ambulance crew and Wrexham Hospital staff who are really good, really reassuring and non-judgmental. There is a big taboo about this, but it really isn't a big deal.
Wow.
You hear about people
She's
becoming
still going, flipping heck.
really ill. Can you find this woman and get her on the show?
I just listened for the buzzing.
Emma Phillips from Wallasey, Merseyside. Can you find her, please, and get her on the show?
All right. I have questions, Emma.
You hear about people becoming really ill or even dying because they're too embarrassed to get help. I hate that to happen to anyone. A hospital health board spokesman said, "While we cannot comment on individual cases, we're very pleased to hear that the lady in question was happy with the treatment. We would always urge people to exercise the utmost, it's not utmost, I found out recently, utmost care and caution to prevent any unfortunate or potentially dangerous repercussions and to seek the right help if accidents occur." That is a very saucy story. And,
just don't know how you can have something lost up your bum and not know. Is it under the pillow? No, guess again. Still, those kid-free nights. Going hell for leather, obviously, flipping heck.
0344 499 1000. It's radio.
Experience the unconventional,
Evening, boss.
the unpredictable, and the completely unorthodox.
Exactly.
With rule-free Iain Lee. The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee.
I've got no internet for the last 4 days.
On Talk Radio.
0344 499
Sorry.
1000. Stephen not want to talk to us? Well, stop phoning us up, guys. If I mean... okay, I think Miles is a joke account. Miles is a joke account. I think he's a spoof. Beat that story.
All right. I see your lost dildo and I raise you.
Oh,
a duck named Dave had to have his penis removed after being over-amorous with the ladies, and we all know about duck penises. If you've never Googled one, I suggest you don't.
A duck named Dave.
The owner of a duck has been forced to intervene after the little guy injured himself having sex with his female companions up to 10 times a day. The duck's owner, Josh Watson, claims the bird was mating with its female companions, Dora, Edith and Frida.
Can I just, I've got video of this. Can I just play a little bit of the video of that happening? Here it goes, this is it.
Tell me the duck story.
Oh, God.
Bum, 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 ba-dum, ba-dum. A duck walked up to a lemonade stand and he said to the man, run in the stand, hey, bum, 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 got any grapes? The man said, no, we just sell lemonade, but it's cold and it's fresh and it's all homemade. Can I get you a glass? The duck said, I'll pass.
That's a recording of the actual event. I've not heard that for a long time. And I like, get kids. They drive you nuts.
Oh, God, that song. Anyway, back to Dave.
Yeah.
As a result, Dave injured himself and got a very nasty infection.
Oh, this is a duck, by the way, guys.
He was prescribed antibiotics and his owner was tasked with washing his penis daily.
Oh, I don't want to wash no duck's dick.
But as the duck kept trying to have sex, unfortunately, it didn't do the trick. Vets decided the only thing they could do was make Dave more comfortable and remove his manhood altogether.
Oh, it's the John Wayne Bobbitt of duck worlds.
They left him about a centimetre.
It's the Iain Lee of duck worlds.
Following the procedure, the bird can still urinate, as ducks only use their penis for mating.
So do they pee out of their bum hole?
I guess. Hey, I found out something quite interesting about eggs.
All right. Look,
do you know this?
Eggs that you can eat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know which end comes out first?
The big end.
Incorrect data.
It's the small end.
What
obviously.
they did was
it widens the arse gland.
The cloaca is where it comes out of.
All right.
Which is kind of
keep it clean, please. Just keep the language
which
clean.
is kind of both used for both.
It's bum and fanny.
Yeah.
We can say that. We can say that. We're
Let's
adults.
call it a banny.
I want to call it a thumb.
And this German scientist got a pencil and marked a cross on the bottom of the egg when it could be seen up the old cloaca, but it wasn't ready to be popped out yet. And he marked it on the bottom, and it was fat side down. But when it came out, it turned. Apparently about an hour before they lay the egg, it turns.
To everything, turn, turn, turn.
And it came little pointy end out first, which is what you would want, I would imagine.
Roger McGuinn.
Yeah.
And David Crosby
out,
of the Birds fell out a long time ago over a song that David Crosby wanted to record called Triad, about a threesome. It's not a very good song.
Is it really? Was that what was it about? The row, not the song, obviously,
yeah.
Triad.
And their friendship has been on and off for decades. Recently, the last few years, they've been really good friends on Twitter. I was involved. It was me, Roger McGuinn and David Crosby atting each other. I don't even know how I got in it, but they were reminiscing about taking acid on top of this ice cream shop in LA. And for some reason, it was just the three of us. And I'm like, whoa, this is insane. And then I saw...
Because they're old men and they didn't realise they didn't have to rat you.
Exactly. And then Dan, who listens to our show in the States, very kindly sent... I think it was Dan. Sent me... Roger McGuinn had tweeted a screenshot of David Crosby's feed, and Roger McGuinn had tweeted, oh no, he's blocked me. David Crosby had blocked him. And I was thinking, well, that's sad. But then the next day I found out that prior to that, Roger McGuinn, who we've had on the show, and let's be honest, is a very dry interview. He's also a born-again Christian. And he tweeted David Crosby something along the lines of, David, don't forget, you've got to repent before Jesus before you die. Once you die, it's too late. If you want to enter the kingdom of heaven, you must repent to Jesus.
Yeah, he was talking about making it right with the Lord, wasn't he?
And that's why David Crosby blocked him. I love the fact that 53 years later, they're still falling. I mean, David Crosby is a very contrary man. I can't wait to see the documentary about him. Sorry?
No, he isn't.
Okay, well, it doesn't work. It doesn't work because you're not him. if it was him going, "No, I'm not," I'd go, "Oh, right, nice one, Dave." I go, "Yeah,
I
yeah."
should have done that voice.
Yeah,
Do it again.
no, but you're not him.
What?
You're not he.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not. I can see you. Where's she gone? I wish people would phone up, because it's just Catherine pretending to be David Crosby when people don't. That's why this show's getting cancelled. It's not, this show isn't getting cancelled.
Anyway, let's return to this duck's dick.
So, anyway, they've fallen out because he didn't repent before Jesus. Here's a duck dick story. After these adverts.
Oh,
True tales of mystery and imagination on the radio show that does things differently.
Dolly Parton, I listen to a record of their own.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee.
I'm a nut job, but not that kind of nut job.
On Talk Radio.
Honest to God, it's the new Breaking Bad.
Oh no!
We will return to the duck's dick story in a second, but I want to speak to our friend Stephen in Glasgow. Good evening, Stephen.
Is there any, when you think of dick, is that, you think of me, is that it?
I couldn't possibly comment on that, but yes. What can I do for you, Stephen?
I just, I've turned my digital radio off, is that alright? Maybe that's
turn it off, turn it off.
Right, that's it, it's off.
That's it, gone, good.
I don't know, I get a sort of wee sort of undercurrent. I can hear myself in the background, it's really putting me off.
Well, have you turned your radio off like you just said you were going to?
Aye, I did, aye.
So you've turned it off completely?
Yeah.
Well then how are you hearing yourself in the background?
I don't know, I can sort of hear myself echoing.
Okay, well I can't do anything about that. What can we do for you, Stephen?
Right, okay. Oh, you were just asking for callers, aye, up yours and all.
Sorry?
Did you seriously up yours there?
No, I said pardon me, as I just, how do you put this delicately? I dropped my guts.
Oh, for God's sake.
Huh?
No, I just get this.
Medical condition.
Hello? Yeah.
What, an undercurrent of what? Being impatient with our callers because they won't tell us what they called in for?
Is it my voice?
What are you talking? What do you? I have no idea what you're talking about, man.
I get the feeling like you don't like me, even though
you're a drug addict and you're paranoid. That's why you get this feeling. I have done nothing but offer you help, love, guidance, and shared my experience. I've done nothing to give you the idea that I don't like you. You're paranoid.
The last time I phoned up, the first thing you said was to the last caller, that'll be the last entertaining call we'll get.
Oh, Jesus, Stephen, I don't know what to say, man. You're paranoid. You're paranoid.
Is it just that I don't get it? Is it, I don't get your humour, is that it?
I know it's because you take a lot of drugs and it's effing up your mind. That's what it is. I've shown nothing but compassion for you, Stephen. I've gone above and beyond. And if you think that I don't like you, you've made that up yourself. You've made that up yourself. I would suggest, using a little bit of COD psychology, that this is what you do to push people away who offer you help. Because I have nothing but love and respect for you. You interpret that as me not liking you. I have no idea where you get that from at all. But that's yours. That's your thing.
Tell you what I find really interesting, Stephen, is that you remember the last thing you said to the last caller before you came on the last show you came on, but you didn't remember him suggesting you go to a meeting.
Yeah, that's what.
Do you know what I mean?
You taking any drugs today, Stephen?
Not but prescribed drugs.
Yeah. What drugs have you taken today?
Mirtazapine.
There we go, ladies and gentlemen. There we go, Steve. Listen, I've got nothing but love and respect for you, man. I want you to sort your life out. This feeling that I have not got time for you or don't like you is not true. You have made that up, and I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say because it's not true. Sort your life out. Sort your life out. You deserve better than this. You deserve better than being paranoid as to whether some has-been on the radio likes you or not.
I listen to you every single night, and I didn't start listening because of the jungle. I used to watch you on TV way back long ago. So
Okay, well, that's great. But I don't hate you. I don't dislike you. I have love and respect for you. And I hope you sort your life out.
Okay, my friend.
All right,
Okay.
take care, Stephen. Thank you very much indeed. Let's, we're going to come to the duck dick story in a second. I promise. Let's go to Kev first.
I was going to say there's not much of it left.
Oh, okay.
Either the story or the...
Okay. Good evening, Kev.
Hiya. All right there.
Hello, Kev.
You don't like snitches, right? So what do you think about these people that cycle around London with helmet cams on, and then they film people on their phones, and then they report them to the police and put them on YouTube? What do you think of them sort of snitches?
Why has it happened to you?
No, it hasn't, but I just think
Why
it's
does
a slippery slope.
why does it make you so angry?
I think it's a slippery slope that we're going down.
It's a slippery slope to...
Grassing everybody else up. You just said you didn't like snitches, so I just wondered what you thought of that.
your fear about people wearing helmets with cameras on, which is a safe thing to do, filming people on their phones whilst they're driving, which is an unsafe thing to do, you think it's a slippery slope to more people snitching?
Yeah, kind of, yeah. I mean, if they're driving and moving, I agree. And I don't support the people doing it as it is, you know what I mean? It's just the nature of actually reporting them to the police.
I think those people with the helmets on, if you want my honest opinion, I think the people with the helmets on should get stitches.
What?
Because they're snitches.
Wow.
Yeah, scumbags. I agree with Kev.
I think part of the reason why they're wearing the helmets is because they're frightened of getting stitches because people, don't respect them as road users.
You should respect the law of the playground and the law of the prison. Don't snitch.
Yeah.
Don't
but
snitch.
That's how it all started. They all started wearing their helmet cameras because people were passing them closely and it was dangerous. Yeah. But now it's turned into something else now. It's turned into
vigilantism.
Let's grass drivers up for every little thing they do. If they're on the phone.
When was the last time you read a story about a driver being caught out by someone with a helmet?
If you go on YouTube, they're on there all.
If you go on YouTube looking for it, but when did you last read it in a paper?
Oh, I don't think the papers are particularly reporting it. But YouTube's pretty.
YouTube is big website.
It's big
What about dash cams? Is that also grassing?
Well, I've got a dash cam, but it's me.
Hang on a minute, Kev.
Surveillance state.
Hang on a minute, Kev, because I was on Kev's side. When I thought Kev was hard done by it, I said the cyclists with the helmet cams, they're snitches, they should get stitches. Kev, I hate to say this, my friend. You need some stitches.
No, listen.
Because you've been doing some
Mine is
stitches.
for in case I have a insurance claim.
So you're going to so you're going to snitch on the other car.
He's going to film everyone just in case.
You're going to it's surveillance state, Kev. Your car is Big Brother 1984. You're filming I didn't give you permission to film me, Kev.
It's really boring, honestly.
I don't give you permission to film me.
I'm afraid you don't have to ask for permission if you're in the
Big Brother! It's Big Brother!
If you're not doing anything wrong, you've got nothing to hide!
It's Big Brother!
Correct, Kathy's right. If you're doing nothing wrong,
you know what you're saying now? It's bollocks, man. It's all bollocks.
So what if I hit you and I was on my phone? Would you show them that film?
My insurance company, yeah, but I wouldn't say...
You're snitching. You're snitching. It's the second...
That's not snitching.
Kev, are you telling someone what happened, and are you giving them the video evidence that you've captured? Because that's the definition.
Would require
you're snitching to the insurance.
Yeah.
No, because
Kev, it's the same thing.
If the cyclist gets hit,
complimentary footage.
Yeah, if the cyclist gets hit, they're more likely to be killed.
Yeah, well, I don't. I've got nothing against cyclists. I've just got this thing. I'm just against this thing where...
Supposing your dash cam, you know, occasionally there'll be like an incident, like a bank robbery. And the police will say, if anybody was near the Tottenham Court Road, Oxford Street crossing at 12:50, and if you've got dash cam footage, we'd love to see it. Would you, and you were there, Kev, would you hand in that dash cam footage?
No, it's nothing to do with me.
So you wouldn't, so you wouldn't help the police? You'd let robbers, and alright, they shot an old lady. They shot an old lady. Your dash cam footage might help them. You've just said you won't help the police, so would you hand it in now?
Oh. Well, you know.
Think of our grandchildren, Kev.
Oh, yeah, I've just had a grandchild, actually.
Exactly. So would you hand that footage into the police?
Possibly.
Well, sir, you deserve stitches for that. You're a snitch. We'll not have any snitches on this show.
Everyone's got a price, man.
When we say stitches, by the way, guys, we mean metaphorically. Except in Kev's case there, who is the worst of the worst.
These people deserve community action trust rewards, not stitches.
We totally stitched him up.
And that was the end of the story.
Let's go to Gary. Good evening, Gary.
Good evening. It's going to be short and sweet. I was looking
We'll
at the
decide on
internet
that.
today. All right, then fine. We'll talk about other things about what comes along.
Sorry.
If you can speak into the telephone, it makes it sweeter.
Sorry. People who you think who are dead or are not dead. I found out today.
I thought you were dead, Gary.
No, I'm still alive.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, Kirk Douglas.
Put your mouth near the hole. For the love of God.
As Kirk Douglas's son did, and got mouth cancer as a result.
God, well, so he boasted.
Yeah.
Gary. Yeah, I didn't know. I thought Kirk Douglas was dead.
No, he's alive.
He's very old.
Yeah, 103.
Yeah.
Which surprised me. So I just thought, I honestly thought that he was dead. I had no idea that he was born in 1916.
I think your phone is pretty close to death.
Your phone is terrible, Gary.
I told you it's going to be short and sweet.
Thank you very much indeed. We've really triggered the snowflakes that listen to the Mike Graham show. God, those snowflakes, they don't like free speech, do they? They've really triggered.
It's only words.
It's only words.
Should we spoil it for them?
Bradders MM1. Who is this presenter? And why is he calling us thick? Because we are supporting the radio station.
Wally. I'm going to really spoil it for you. You're grassing us up to someone who we know and like and who likes us. So, carry on.
Mike Graham would get the joke of it, guys.
He would probably think you're thick as well.
Bradders MM1. Bradders MM1! Who is this presenter? And why is he calling us thick? We're only supporting the radio station, Mike. You are not the mainstream media!
Why don't you support us by Googling who you're talking to?
Why don't you get stuffed?
Oh, that's an alternative.
No, that's an alternative.
Anyway, left with a centimetre. But apparently that's fine for weeing. And his owner says he's doing just fine, but he's understandably a bit upset about it.
I'm doing fine.
Josh, who lives in Torquay, Devon, explained, I think he feels pretty upset
Hang on,
about
is Josh the Duck?
No, Josh is the owner of Dave the Duck.
Oh, he's got an owner?
Dave the Dirty Duck.
Dirty Duck.
Josh, who lives in Torquay, Devon, I imagine quite close to Dave the Duck, explained, I think he's pretty upset about it. I think he's a nymphomaniac. I think a nymphomaniac is a term only applicable to women, isn't it?
I think it now we have knowledge of sex addiction and things like that. I don't think it's
He's got a high sex drive, basically, so I think that's what caused it. He tries to mate with his female companions a lot, every chance he can get, between 5 and 10 times a day, maybe more. Josh continued to say how most ducks only act that way during mating season, but Dave doesn't ever calm down. He added, he doesn't stop throughout the year. Over winter he's meant to calm down. The ducks stop laying eggs, but he doesn't stop mating. He just carries on. I think his companions do like him. They obviously sometimes get fed up with him, though, and wander off. Oh, Dave, leave it alone. I'm not in the mood.
change. Good. Oh, good. I will call them. Do you know this song?
No.
Flapping my arms, I begin to cluck.
No.
Look at me. I'm the disco.
Oh, okay. Actually, that is somewhere in the recesses.
Yeah. This is what music was like.
What year is it from?
The 70s.
Right.
Do you remember that?
No, not really. I was born in 77.
The 70s.
Was it yellow? It was yellow, right? Come to Papa, did he say?
I thought he said, "I'll turn it up, baby." I would like to apologise sincerely to all of Mike Graham's listeners tonight. If you've been upset if you've been triggered by the words, I apologise to you, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you're all so thick and dumb and stupid.
If you contact us, we'll give you a book token each.
And £1 million. That's what everyone thinks the 70s were great. The 70s sucked. The 70s
I had a friend who could do the Donald Duck, but she could do actual words.
I just did.
No, what did you say?
I said ba-ba-ba-ba-bow. Ba-ba-ba-ba-bow.
Wow. Are you joking?
That's quite good, actually.
I want to work with this guy.
I quite enjoyed that.
I want to do a double-hander with Daryl. I want us to double-hand each other one night. At last I'm getting some respect. Well, that's a very clean jumper.
Thank you, and it's the second time I've worn it.
I can't wear something like that, especially not around like gravy. On my wedding day, I didn't eat anything brown.
Have you seen?
That's a good idea.
I spent a long time thinking this weekend about that picture. Do you remember that picture?
Which?
The woman in a white wedding dress and her husband was in a kilt.
Right.
Do you remember?
Narrow it down. I've seen a few of them.
And he sat on her knee.
Oh yeah, and he left a mark.
And he got up and he left a big brown mark all down her wedding dress.
What?
Yeah, it's a grass. You tell us this on your show. I'll Google wedding dress skid marks and see
what.
She went nuts, didn't she?
I'm not sure.
Didn't
if
they have
I
a
want to know
fight?
about that.
Didn't it turn into a fight?
Yeah.
Good Lord. Was it? It was it? It was it?
It wasn't here, no.
Was it? It was
Mike Graham.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not sure I do want to know about that.
If anyone's got that picture, we've got a minute and a half left. Tweet it to me. Tweet it to me.
Coming up on the show tonight after, is that me now?
Yeah, it's you whenever you want. We'll just keep talking until you take over.
Coming up after 1, we're going to go to New Zealand tonight, of course. Volcano yesterday.
Gosh,
big stories to get into. Golden Globes have been announced as well. The Golden Globes.
What?
Stop it.
The Golden Globes.
Globes.
The Globes.
To be a HR issue, that.
He's right, and I would like to apologise again to all of Mike Graham's thick listeners.
I love how they all put their hands up by getting in touch on Twitter, outrage.
I think it's the snowflakes, guys.
I love that. Also coming up, it was the anniversary of John Lennon's death over the weekend, the 39th, so the big one. And we're going to speak to a John Lennon expert. There are some gaps in my John Lennon knowledge. So he'll be on later on.
He played drums in the Beatles. That's all you need to know.
The drums?
That's all the guest. Done.
Okay.
Don't listen to Grandad.
Shut your face.
He's having little jokes.
John Lennon owes me £5. We're done. Daryl, thank you very much.
Thank
indeed.
you.
Thank you, Sam. Catherine, we need to have words.
Whatever.
We might be back tonight. I just don't know anymore. This is Talk Radio.
We are
Talk Radio.